the worst movie podcast ever recorded. And today we're out in Raccoon City and things are falling apart because it's Resident Evil Apocalypse. Let's go. That's what I was saying. It's Resident Evil 3, the game, but part 2, the movie.
Right.
Right, because Nemesis
Resident
and all
Evil
that.
3 was the Nemesis storyline.
And the one where Jill Valentine's running around in her miniskirt.
Hey.
Right? But this is the second movie, so they just skipped over. First, the movie, they didn't put any game characters in it at all.
No.
And then they're like, all right, we'll put game characters in it, but let's skip.
They had to save face from the first one.
Let's just skip the most beloved game in the series,
Right.
part 2, and go straight to Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, we don't need Leon Kennedy or Chris Redfield. We can have guys dressed like them.
That's right, exactly like them. I think that's
Good enough.
I think that's Chris Redfield. He's got the same outfit. Oh no, that's a different character.
No,
I think this is Chris Redfield. He's got the same outfit. No, that's Carlos. Like, why not just call one
I
of them
was
Chris
just going to say that.
Redfield?
Wait, like the Oliveira character
Yeah.
is virtually Chris Redfield.
Exactly. Same outfit,
Yeah.
same little
Yeah.
elbow pads and everything. No. Fine. You know what? They're never going to quite give us what we want, and I don't care. I can't get mad about it. This was freaking 20 years ago. I'm not mad, okay?
You'll
sure
get what you
about that?
want in
Still be
like
mad.
4 or 5.
It's okay.
You know what,
The fourth
James?
movie and fifth movie, you'll get what you want.
I was going to
Oh,
say,
will I?
just you wait.
I can't
Do
wait.
they qualify?
Oh,
The
They
whole
all qualify.
franchise.
it's a descending ladder into hell.
The whole franchise qualified.
Just like
The first
Tremors.
one was a high point.
Yes.
Michelle
I know.
Rodriguez.
It's like when I was talking to James yesterday, and he hadn't watched it yet. He's like, "Oh, I haven't seen it. Is it better than the first one?" I was like, "Oh, no.
They even
No,
brought
no.
back Michelle Rodriguez.
They bring her. She died.
No, yeah, they brought everybody back for one of the movies, and it still didn't work.
They're like, we whatever you can. Dead characters back.
Dead characters back, everything.
Does the fourth one have
Just throw away all logic."
Does the fourth one have Kaplan trying to open doors again?
No, but it has better action sequences
okay.
that you can actually see. This one's on par with Chris Nolan's Batman movies.
Thank you. I literally said
You could
that
not
to
see
him.
anything happening.
All right,
It
we
was
gotta-
so frustrating.
We got to fix something.
What?
Because we had an article written about the show, first time ever, right? Which was pretty awesome, a glowing review. And the one criticism they had is they can't ever figure out who's who and who's talking or anything. So we're going to try and improve our introductions at the top of these episodes and make sure it's clear. So over here we've got the Human Movie Database, Ryan Farrell. Say hello so people can put the voice with the name.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, that's him. That's
me.
You hear that? The
That's,
dulcet tones of Ryan Farrell.
That's
him
what it
right
is.
there. And to my right, first time we ever get a chance to use the nickname, Thunderstaff.
Hello, governor.
Not how she sounds.
I mean, hi, everybody.
I'm trying to connect. Oh, okay.
Keep your hands out of your pants. No beating off to her voice, please.
And this, as you just heard, is Bob,
F your mother.
the manimal. The manimal Bob Hauser.
Embodying toxic masculinity since 1988.
That's right.
You got a lot of nerve showing your face around here, Hauser.
That's right.
Wow.
A lot
that's
of
awesome.
nerve. A lot of nerve showing your face around here.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey. Hey. Why not?
We're happy you're here. Let's just dive straight into the vitals. What you guys need to know if you've never listened to the show. My name is James Hauser. I'm the host. I'll be here every single episode, but these other 3 chairs rotate. And so if you notice when you start listening, there's different voices because we've got a group of about 12 people that used to make movies together, used to do shows together, used to do comedy together. And now we come together and do this. So we rotate the seats to get everybody through. We're going to go through the vitals. We're going to go through the movie scene by scene. And at the end, we're going to give out some awards so that you know what we actually thought. Who do we think did good? Who do we think was trash? That's why we have the trash can right here. And at the end, is it actually a good movie or a bad movie that's awesome or just a bad movie that's bad and should never be viewed by anyone? You guys ready to get through the vitals?
After the last
Let's
one, I don't
do
know.
it.
I was really bummed out. I thought this was also going to be directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, but it was not directed by Paul W.S. Anderson.
No, this one was directed by Alexander Witt.
Right.
And Paul W.S. Anderson had to bow out because he was doing AVP.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank God he took the time to do Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
PG-13 Alien versus Predator.
Exactly.
That's
The PG-13 AVP, which is it canon? Is it not?
It's no, I don't. I mean, no, I hope not.
No, it
I don't
really
consider it canon. Movie was instead, as you said, directed by Alexander Witt, who went on to do nothing except for, I mean, as far as the director goes, the dude was like second unit director, shot a lot of movies.
This was his directorial debut.
Right.
But Alexander Witt is a very renowned second unit director.
Great guy.
Does his own cinematography when he's the second unit director.
Right.
Was the second unit director for Speed, Twister, The Bourne Identity.
Bob, wake up.
Bob, just think about this. This is the second time I've heard all of this because I got it while we watched it too.
And you did not have the recliner set for Ejectocito?
Ejectocito.
The Ryan button.
Press the red button.
He
Ryan.
didn't have another directing though spot until 2023.
Right.
With a series, was it Saiyan or something like? I remember what it was called, but it was basically a series of films started just last year. So, finally back in the saddle. But up to this point, that was the only movie he ever directed. Movie was still written by Paul W.S. Anderson. He got the script credit for it. And of course, it stars once again Milla Jovovich, this time joined by Sienna Guillory, Sienna Guillory, like Hillary, but with a G, I found that was pronounced. Oded Fair and Thomas Kretschmann, and rounded out by a few other character actors. As we go through this, we'll see all about them. Budget for this movie, and this is why you end up with 6 of these things, because the first couple did pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
This thing made $129 million off only a $45 million budget. So
bad.
just about tripled the budget.
This, at the time, was one of the highest viewed internet trailers of all time when it first dropped.
Probably because people were like, oh, they're finally going to get into what was happening in the games and all that stuff, right?
Like, here we go, the Nemesis storyline. Let's do it, right?
Lots of people watched the trailer. Lots of people showed up to the movie theater.
I did.
I did.
Oh,
I did not.
Oh, good for you.
I almost just said it instead of it.
I mouthed it.
It's sadly enough, all
Good
these
for
movies
you.
made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Did they all make a lot of
They
money?
did. All of them made money. They were produced for little and made a crap ton.
Oh, see, I just assumed as we went through this, I was going to find the box office.
I think the fourth one is the highest
fourth
grosser
one-
Just like the quality.
$400-something million. The fourth one.
The
Shut
fourth one.
up.
Yes, because they did it
Really?
in 3D. So when in 2010, when the 3D resurgence after Avatar came and they did Resident Evil Afterlife, Extinction didn't do so well, but then Afterlife dropped and it literally made like $400 million worldwide.
Extinction, Afterlife. I'll just take this time to say, number your freaking movies. It drives me crazy. I'm like, what's the next one? I don't know. I got to go look by the year and figure out when the next one came out. Why can't they just number it?
I don't know.
right, well-
I think the dumbest excuse is they say, well, if this movie doesn't do well, we can pretend it doesn't exist. But it does exist.
Right. Just keep your Afterlife, Oblivion, or whatever the hell the next one is, but just say Resident Evil 3 Afterlife.
You know what? There's good news for you.
What?
Because the last one is called The Final Chapter.
Oh, thank God. At least I'll know when it's over. So at least
I mean,
you
final
know.
chapter
This is
movies
it.
where they're
Friday the 13th, the final chapter, was
yeah.
like part 5.
It's just part 5. Hey, actually, part 5 is a new beginning.
Okay, sorry.
See,
4 was the final
4
chapter.
was the final chapter.
What?
And then the new beginning.
Damn it.
They made 6 more after the final chapter.
good God.
Awesome. Movie sits at I couldn't believe this, a 6.1. It's over 6 on IMDb. Tied for 51st out of 78 movies that we've done.
I can't even trust the IMDb meter anymore.
And so there's 6 other movies that were 6.1. So it joins The Postman and The Wizards, the most recent 6.1 that we've covered. Resident Evil was higher. That was a 6.6, so it dropped 5/10 of a point here. The first Resident Evil was actually the 25th highest IMDb rated movie that we ever covered on the show.
I feel
Why
like
not?
it would be lower than,
Yeah,
way lower than the first one.
Way lower.
But nope.
Nope. The critics didn't like this, though. 19% on Rotten Tomatoes for the critics, and the audience score is just fresh at 60%. Fresh audience
Must have been the zombie boobs.
I feel like
Those are a nice rack.
I was
Steph,
saying
can you
that-
weigh in on that?
that's a really high rating.
Steph, did you like the zombie racks?
I mean, I didn't mind them.
That's what did it for you, the zombie strippers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it did it for me. It certainly surprised me. I think I was just as surprised as Mike Epps was. I was like, what?
Crashed his car.
Just did not expect it. That's all I'm saying. Last thing you
know-
expect in a zombie movie is tits.
I know.
Well,
just tits out in a zombie apocalypse is enough for you to be like, I'm just going to completely forget all of my instincts to survive and just
Right.
stare at the zombie tits.
Yeah,
That's
LJ
all it takes, guys. Is that true?
It's
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
I'm glad I have confirmation on that.
We love boobs.
No, look, all joking aside,
I mean, boobs are pretty great.
LJ is, you got to remember, man, and we'll get into the plot here in a second, but you're still in a zombie apocalypse. Try and compose yourself, man. Okay?
Get it together.
We got to get it together because we are going to have to see if we can survive Resident Evil apocalypse.
Madeline didn't survive it.
No, Madeline watched this over at my house with Bob, and 30 minutes in, here's Madeline. Just asleep on
which
my
is
couch.
amazing because it's literally a 90-minute action scene.
It never
nonstop.
stops.
No,
and
I
that's
appreciate
did
that,
you
though.
guys see? I mean, the rating in the beginning literally says for non-stop violence.
Yes.
Is what it says.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, let's go.
Non-stop shaky cam, can't quite make out what's happening. Unchoreographed
Well,
violence.
There's no shaky
Like we
cam.
were talking about the director.
There's no shaky
Or-
cam.
what?
What?
It's
Ryan.
not shaky cam.
Ryan, you
Oh,
are,
here we go. The definition of shaky cam. Here
Ryan,
we go.
it's not
shaky
45
cam.
minutes. I'm gonna go take a leak.
Ryan, you're out to lunch, man. There was so much shaky cam in this movie.
That was like the only thing I noticed.
Your wife says it. The host says it. I say it. You're outnumbered.
Get out.
You don't have to get out. I don't.
Well, we
I
love
definitely
you.
don't want you to
We
get
love
out.
you.
But when we get there,
We
you
did
can-
drive together, so he should probably stay.
I'll give you the chance to defend the scene when we
Don't
get
give him the chance. We'll be here next week. We'll be here next year.
That's what we're supposed to talk into these microphones. I got to hear what the guy has to say.
You don't want to hear what he has
Everyone that wants to say
There's
something, get out.
Some scientific voodoo crap that I don't want to hear.
That's fair. But there's at least tens of people out there that
Nobody wants to
hear it.
listen to
You
it.
shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
All right.
I love you, Ryan. I'm
here's
just
what we
messing
gotta
with you.
do. And we love you guys because you're listening to the show. So thank you for turning on Bad Movies Rule. We hope you have a great time listening to this and that it brings a little bit of enjoyment and laughter to your day. That's why we're here. If you want to connect with the show, there's 3 different ways you can do that. You can email the show at thisshowIstrash@gmail.com, or you can call the show at 262-757-8567. Leave us a voicemail. We'll answer both those emails and voicemails on our mailbag segments. The other thing you can do is go to our website and sign up for our newsletter. That's another way to stay up to date and you get news before everybody else does, as well as our bad movie list that DH9K, our rogue AI that picks the movies for us each week, selects from. So make sure you're on there as well. In the meantime, though, it's time to pay the bills. You guys ready to dive into the plot of Resident Evil Apocalypse?
I got the
Do
plot.
it.
Oh, hit me.
So there's zombies
Yeah?
and they shoot them.
Yep.
That's it.
All right, guys.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Bad Movies.
That was a
Rule.
great movie.
Yeah. Show's over. It's time to go home now.
This is the quickest
kidding. It's
episode. It's like my love life.
I'm glad you said it because I was.
No, I make fun of myself all day long. That's why there's a tongue and fingers.
Yep. That's why. Not for eating or picking up things. Let's get started. Okay. We're live.
Okay, let's
Good.
go.
We good. That's perfect. Previously on Resident Evil, which is literally how the movie starts. It was like a TV show, right? We were like the recap from the previous episode.
It's like sure, Alice comes in with the.
God.
Actually, for someone who's only seen it one time,
Yeah. Was it helpful to you to have the recap?
Sorry, I am like absolutely dying. I'm trying to pull it together. Okay. Woo.
We good?
get it together.
Yes. No, the recap. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember the first one pretty well.
Okay.
The recap, it was kind of helpful, I guess.
Yeah.
Just to reiterate who she was and like what her place was in the first one. But
Right.
I don't know if it was like necessary.
I used to work for Umbrella.
Yeah. That. She says it like 3 times throughout the movie.
But now I don't. Now I'm a bioweapon. We went into the hive. Kaplan couldn't open any doors.
and they all died because of it.
We thought we got away. We were wrong. Resident Evil apocalypse.
Well, and she always sounds like she just woke up.
Yeah,
She has just a raspy voice.
You got to.
I'm Alice. I used to work for the Umbrella Corporation.
To be fair, she does wake up a lot in the movies.
Yeah.
Alice does
Mostly
more waking
naked.
Up. Does more waking up.
naked.
Or in a napkin.
Yep.
See, a napkin or naked. Those are the choices.
Yeah, I don't know who said it. Maybe it was you, Bob, but we were watching last night and somebody said Milla Jovovich loves to be naked in movies.
She does.
Yeah.
It's her favorite.
She does.
I mean, to be fair,
She's gorgeous.
if I looked like Milla Jovovich, I'd be like, I'll be naked in movies too.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. The movie actually starts in a little bit of a flashback because we see a nice neighborhood, and so it's obviously before the events of the end of the previous movie, when everything's fine and people are going about their business. You're looking at a nice suburban home, and then it pans down through the ground and into the entrance of the hive. By the way the pan looks, is about 2 feet
Yep.
underneath this house.
That's about it.
I would
I'm
say it looked like the dirt was like 6 inches of dirt, and then it's like, and there's the hive.
Like,
Yeah.
is there a guy that lives in the basement of that house that accidentally goes in there once in a while and he's in his underwear and he's like, oh, sorry, guys. And
My bad.
I shut the door here. It's literally where their basement would be in their house, unless the house is a plant, an umbrella front.
Or, the mansion from the first movie.
Right, but this
which
was
is
just
where the actual entrance is.
a regular. Oh, that's
Now they're
right.
like-
They did kind of
They're like, that
argue.
was too conspicuous. Let's have a regular suburban house.
This is the other entrance to the hive.
This is the other one. This is the other,
This is the more
subterranean.
modest entrance to the
Wasn't-
hive.
So you're saying I can't put in a pool?
They try to dig in. That's what it is. Joey and the contractor's like, hey, we got to put this. What's this down here? They drill down in. They're digging.
Hey, what you do? Oh, God.
Nah, we're gonna have to pour concrete all over this thing.
No, you can't pour concrete right there, man.
That.
They got a super technological biowarfare division right underneath your house. I don't know. It's gonna
God,
cost
what's that?
at least $2,000 more.
Yeah, $2,000 more and we can cover it up. No problem.
That would have been a better explanation as to why the T virus got unleashed in the city than what actually happens.
Oh yeah, because they just opened the door.
They literally just open the door.
Like 6 dudes.
And I love how the guy has the, wrist meter thing. And it's just like T virus contamination level red.
Yeah. It just escaped.
Wouldn't it have been better if they had a screen door?
How about a glass door?
Exactly. Glass door.
Just look in there. Oh, there's zombies. Movie's over.
This is one of the stupidest scenes I've ever seen.
Well, like when they walk in, they hear like growling.
Yes.
It's like,
The door's
and they're like,
open.
this is fine.
The door's open and they're literally like, advance team, move forward. What the hell kind of line of dialogue is that?
And it's 2 guys in
It's
like
3
doctor
guys
lab
with
coats.
little machine guns that are like, yes, in the full biosuit.
There's no windows on those doors.
Dude,
Nothing.
anything.
Just look.
And tell me, you open a door and it's steaming like that, you're going to be like, yeah, let's go in there.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
And the growling. If I was walking into somewhere and I heard growling, I wouldn't just be like, yes, I'm going to
They got those big stupid headgear on. They can't hear anything.
That's fair.
They let these zombies out, and so they start to, before it's all broken loose, they start to extract high-level individuals. They go to Dr. Ashford's house, and they take him from his house. They're like, you're important. You can't be here with what's about to go down. They try to go get his daughter. I can't leave without my daughter.
And why are his glasses so tiny?
Because he's from London.
From London.
Yes.
That they only have those size glasses
British
in
people
London?
can't see through big, giant glasses.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere without my daughter. It's being taken care of. And they're going to get his daughter out of the
I just
school.
wanted another deleted scene of them picking him up and just throwing him in. It's like dumping, like you're dumping a wheelbarrow.
Get in there. Get in there, wheels.
Get in their wheels.
This line of
Dead weight.
Chevy Tahoes is just tearing through Raccoon City, right? And then one gets, the girl at the school, and as it pulls away, just gets T-boned by a freaking dump truck. And I'm like, and they're like, Gamma 12 is not reported in. I'm like, oh, freaking Gamma 12 is always screwing things up. They can't even drive the girl back in a Chevy Tahoe without getting nailed by a dump truck.
Who hired him?
Hired Gamma 12. And who put him on picking up Ashley detail?
And also, I mean, she survives that and is totally fine.
Totally good.
She's British.
It's because she's from London.
Exactly. She's a creepy British girl.
All right, guys, we have a decent amount of listeners from England, just so you know.
I know. That's why I'm talking to them.
And we
I
love
already
them
started
equally.
off bad by doing my introduction.
I know.
But listen.
I'm sorry. I do love you guys.
People from over there, across the pond, whatever it is that you do, explain to me why you guys are always cast as evil, possessed.
That's true. They do love to cast a British person as a villain, don't they?
They do.
Yeah. But they're also
Russian.
really good at it. So
You guys are very good
there's
at
that. We're just jealous because they're better actors than Americans are.
I mean, 90 like a
That's
cast
absolutely
of-
true. That's why
It is true.
That's why they cast so many British actors as American heroes.
because they're better at us.
Yeah.
Then
They're better at us than us.
They're better at us is what I mean. Like
They're
at being
better-
American.
They're better at being American than we are.
Well, they don't have Keanu Reeves. We do.
No one's better at
Yeah,
Keanu
so
Reeves.
joke's on them because we have Keanu Reeves.
Exactly.
Who's a
mic drop.
who's a Hawaiian Lebanese?
All right, just stop.
He still
ruining
bleeds USA.
our theory with facts, okay? Please. Anyway, 13 hours later, all hell's breaking loose. Jill Valentine,
Ooh, she's getting back from a night.
who must have either been
No.
on her way back from or on her way to the club when the call came in.
She's coming back from
No,
a
I'm
night
pretty
of
sure-
hard partying.
What were you
No,
gonna say?
I'm pretty sure she just woke up
I was hard.
and made that decision.
Oh my god! She walks into the freaking police station and they're like trying to interrogate zombies and stuff. They got them at the different desks.
And they're just like, she's like, what are you doing? And just shoots them off.
"Sir, I need your date of birth."
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, what are they doing? She just walks in. There's dudes just holding them, and she just starts smoking all these zombies, firing her gut. Desk pops
Yep.
all around.
All around.
Okay.
And then there's Mike Epps in handcuffs. Gotta have a black guy in handcuffs.
Could you let him out of the handcuffs with a key
No, we have to shoot the zombie in the
Right.
face that's next to him and then shoot his handcuffs.
and then not show the cop that the bullet ricocheted and killed? Right after that?
It was a hollow point, James.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Okay, all
yeah.
right.
Steph,
How did you feel about her outfit?
Well, Bob, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, I'm trying to help you get heat.
Well, considering that in the first one, Milla Jovovich wore the totally impractical outfit for that whole first
Yes.
one, and at least gets jeans in this one. But you got to have somebody wearing something
Yeah,
ridiculous.
well, she gets jeans, but then one of the legs of the jeans is ripped off.
Yes.
So then she has booty shorts on one side because you can't just have her in jeans. But no, just the design factor of these characters. You know, it's just, sorry, it's some old dude who's never been touched.
You're not
And
sorry.
it's like, you know what? This is the best practical outfit I can choose for her to
fighting
fight in.
zombies.
A tube top and a
Tube top
mini
and a
skirt.
mini skirt.
Yep.
and yeah, they ripped the leg off of one.
Don't you
of
fight
Mila's
zombies
pants.
in tube tops and mini skirts?
Sure.
I do.
Look, man, you come to a concert, you got to play the greatest hits. I don't know what to tell you. Right? You know what I'm saying? So,
That wouldn't contain nothing.
You know what? To be fair, there was a heat wave going on in Raccoon City at the
That's
time.
true.
Yeah.
So she's just being smart.
Yes, exactly.
Tube top, miniskirt, and a very long cigarette.
yeah.
And a snarling glare. She acts like she's Clint Eastwood.
She's acting so hard. Dude, when she goes into that freaking police station, smokes those guys, it turns to camera, they're infected.
I told you have to shoot him in the head.
Oh, yeah. She's going hard.
She's really trying.
yes.
Really trying.
The voice actress of Jill Valentine in the games is way better than this.
Oh, she was good
yeah.
too. We do see Alice wake up in her napkin from the end of the first movie, right? And that part they kind of go through where she wakes up and pulls the stuff out of her head, which is really gross.
Yeah.
That's a really cool scene. I'm not gonna lie. Where she's
No.
just yanking stuff out. I wish she'd kept that hairstyle though.
She's a great
Yeah,
actress.
I actually did kind of like her
I like
hair.
the sidewalk and everything.
grew back really fast.
Oh, it's wow.
in like 5 seconds.
By the time she
By the
reached the
next
top
scene.
floor,
By the time she got to the roof, it was back and
I
done.
didn't even notice. I didn't
Yeah.
even think of that. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
well, wait a second. Maybe because we know there's somebody out there that's gonna give us crap for this. maybe her hair was long and it covered it, like it flapped down.
Sure, yeah. So all the scenes that she's running around from Nemesis and jumping through things where you can
And
clearly
the hair is blowing back, and there's not holes in her head anymore.
You're right.
No, you're good. I
you're
appreciate
right.
you that you tried to cover for this movie that honestly doesn't care as much as you do, but
I don't care.
you know
what?
The movie didn't care.
Actually,
you
you know
do.
what?
That's what I'm saying.
Here is the explanation.
Oh,
Regenerate. Umbrella Corporation's new whatever it is. Do you remember the commercial for Regenerate?
yeah.
Yeah.
They injected her with it.
Yeah.
So she
her
heals
head regenerated.
because
So-
this is now 13 hours later. So
So-
she healed in 13 hours.
And her hair follicles are
Yep.
super like
Yep.
They're part of that.
There you
Don't
go.
act like you don't understand how regenerate works.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's literally a commercial for it. Tells
Yeah.
you everything.
brought to you by Pfizer.
Brought to you-
Probably.
I was just watching this and I'm like, this sounds like something Google will do.
It's the age of AI.
The city is shut down. This made me laugh. You remember this, Bob. The city is shut down. Security checkpoint on the bridge, which is now the only exit out of the city. They built a freaking wall around an entire city.
Dude, in a lick of a second.
I'm like so quickly.
But something that can't be done in this country in 5 years was done in 2 seconds. In this movie.
Do you see? You see how easy it is?
Donald tried for 4 years to build a
You
wall.
see
He did it in
Resident-
4 hours.
Resident Evil Apocalypse got it, guys. We gotta do what they do.
A lot of zombies out here. So many zombies. Maybe too many zombies.
You get Joe trying to get
The
Joe
zombies are out here eating cats.
Out there eating cats.
They're coming. The zombies are coming for the dogs.
They're coming
They're
for the
eating
cats.
the cats.
They're coming. They're coming for your plants. They're coming for your appliances.
Oh my God.
Your appliances.
They want to take away your freedoms.
They tried to give me the virus.
They tried.
They
It didn't work.
tried to give me the virus.
Go
It
home.
was too strong.
Be free.
You okay, babe?
I know we don't talk politics, but this was a perfect
No.
open window just to make fun of our country and everything
Anyone
else.
can appreciate that for sure. Look, if they built this wall so fast, I'm like, is it inflatable? Is there dudes out there?
That's what I was thinking. They just press a button. It's like,
Get all the females to blow it up with their mouths.
Sir, Gamma 12 is passed out. Dang it, again.
Give her mouth to mouth.
fire that guy. God.
Seriously. My God.
You see Steph out there. Why am I the only woman blowing this with my mouth?
And I'm so much better at it.
Guys are using their forearms.
Yes,
Steph
right.
using the girls.
Okay. Some random girl.
No, you're not.
Some random girl is running up a stairwell, and I feel like they put this in as a nod to Kaplan because she gets killed because she can't get a freaking door open and can't get the door code in.
She's trying to, it is. It's an homage. It's probably Kaplan's wife.
That's probably what Kaplan's wife running up the stairs, knows the code, can't get it in. Once there's 4 zombies gnawing on her, then she can enter.
And she's not even looking. She's
Right.
just like, beep-de-dee-dee.
So you can do it
Yes.
blind and while you're getting killed, but not when there's still 2 flights down below you. Cool. Gets bit, but still makes it out onto the roof. And this is where we see Carlos, is it Oliveira? I think
Oliveira.
Oliveira's team on a helicopter. They're part of STARS.
Yes.
And which is Special Tactics.
No,
and-
they're not part of Stars. They're part of that different.
Aren't they? Because
part
later
of the
on,
umbrella.
Nemesis identifies them as STARS.
Yeah, but the Stars guys got that white uniform
Right.
too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? See,
But
who even
regardless.
knows?
Is it Special Tactics and
Rescue.
Rescue
Squad.
Sure. I don't remember. Sorry to all the Resident Evil fans out there.
Sounds
I've
good.
Only played 2, 4, and 5. Or no, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it was a long time ago.
I didn't
Anyway.
play any of them.
He sees them. He sees her running on the roof, and there's a mob of zombies coming. We gotta save her. Get down! Like we have our orders. We gotta go to the inflatable wall.
But sir, she's wearing a miniskirt.
Get me down there now. He hands the rope to another guy, the rope that's attached to his vest, and goes, "Tie me off."
Sergeant Nikolai, tie me off.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jumps out. Now he jumps, and all he's got is a cord. But the way it's shot, he looks like he's ziplining.
Yeah.
Down.
And he's shooting as he, I mean,
And you can
God,
hear the
it's
wheels
so ridiculous.
Going, Zip lining.
Apparently, he's
but
ziplining
the
on an
rope-
he's going on an angle as opposed to straight down. He's doing an angle.
Exactly.
So he's got
And the
gliders
rope
on.
wasn't even connected though when he jumped out.
No.
The guys were like, "Oh, we should probably
It's
put
not
this
until the last
carabiner."
second.
Yeah.
Right. And then when it catches him, now he's Ethan Hunt, right? It's right in front of the ground like this.
It was basically trying to be Stallone from Demolition Man
Yeah.
and Ethan Hunt. in one scene. And it
It was terrible.
failed.
And his spine did not break. Like it would if you just suddenly,
Well, yeah.
probably not going to pick up. We're good. But like,
I don't
you
hear
know,
it.
but if your back was attached to a rope like that and it suddenly stopped.
Did
good-
you see
good
Amazing
night.
Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, the Gwen Stacy.
She snapped in half.
exactly.
Like a wishbone.
Right.
Just
All I'm saying, Carlos should have been
second time we brought this scene up.
Gwen Stacy. Because that's the standard for any time someone tries to pull this off in a movie. Everyone just thinks about Gwen Stacy getting her neck or back snapped. You're like, because that's what would happen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The only movie to do it like that.
For sure.
Yeah, it happened. That was a really crappy movie too.
She ends up Peter Panning.
was not.
She ends up Peter
Take that
Panning
back.
off the edge of the building anyway
Insane.
and killing herself because she's bit, right? And so there was literally no reason for him to go down there.
Well, he didn't know that she was bit.
Just say one. I just wanted
was, like,
Nikolai to be like, well, now that you've wasted everybody's time.
Yes.
There were like 50 zombies
Yes.
chasing after her. I would have been like,
that sucks.
I'm just gonna let that one go.
Yeah, for sure.
They just closed the door of the chopper like, nothing over there.
Or I
Roll-
would have
they-
just let
they roll
him
the window
fall
up.
Roll the window.
with the manual crank.
Of course. For the joke, there's a manual crank, of course. I specifically wanted a manual crank in this helicopter so we could do this if we needed to.
Because we know this guy's gonna do something stupid.
At the security checkpoint, where all the people are being funneled through this bridge and they're checking everybody and letting through people very slowly because it's packed all the way up the bridge. One guy at the front of the line has a grabber. He has a weak heart. He freaking has a heart attack and then turns, and that is taken by Major Kane, played by Mr. Krutzman. He's like, shut it all down. Shut it all down.
The virus is here.
The virus is here.
It's reached the gate.
Right.
Yep.
And they are now, and they're saying they're going to fire on everybody. Go back to your homes, is what he tells them.
But the guy is a zombie.
Who is a zombie?
The guy with the heart.
Oh, no, he was. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But
'Cause
they
then
took
he-
care of it. I mean, he bites Peyton.
He bites Peyton, exactly.
that's it.
Because then his
Other than
eyes
that-
change and he bites Peyton.
Other than that, they took care of it. But they just shut
But
it all
I
down.
like how they just take care of it with anybody, and then Peyton or whatever
Yeah.
gets, and they just let him carry on.
Right. He just ties a
It's like, oh,
bandana
but you're,
around his leg.
you're a part of our team, so
Right.
like we know you're going to turn into a zombie, but we'll just let that happen.
But otherwise, Baron von Strucker's like, we're going to kill all of you, freaking,
Yeah,
you know.
you have 5 seconds to get out of
5
here
seconds.
before we just open fire on you with these assault rifles.
I know there's thousands of people here, but you literally all have 5 seconds to leave before we
And
shoot
people
you.
like as they're
Yeah.
turning, it's like, well, geez, you see him walking, just give
We're
him a
walking,
second. yeah, like chill. And they're
Yeah.
open fire.
Crazy. Dr. Ashford, who's played by Jared Harris, the guy in the wheelchair, is not going without his daughter. Okay. He's like, I can't
Fine,
go.
stay here.
Not without my and Strucker tells him, like, yeah, totally fine. He's like, I have to stay here and hack the zombies.
Yeah,
Frick
hack
pulls up.
closed circuit television.
Well,
I'm glad you said
good luck with that.
I'm gonna hack the whole city, a closed circuit network.
I didn't even realize it. He pulls up his computers and he's like, and he's typing away because he's like I said, he's trying to hack into the zombies or whatever. And it says right on the screen as he's looking through the cameras in the city trying to find his daughter, CCTV.
Yep.
And it didn't even dawn on me till Bob and Ryan were like, you know what CCTV stands for? Closed circuit.
Closed circuit television.
That means you can't access it
Right, because you have to go to that location
because it's closed.
to access those cameras.
Right.
Because it's a closed circuit.
It's not on a network.
Yeah.
So wait, what is it again?
It's closed.
Damn it.
Okay, got it.
But do you know what that means?
No, what does it mean?
He's the greatest hacker in the history of the world. This
So-
dude can hack CCTV footage.
It's
I
the,
mean,
it's the mini
British
glasses.
Gimp, greatest hacker.
Great hacker.
And he's also this is like he's shopping for someone to save his daughter. He's always like going from camera to camera. Oh, that guy's dead.
like,
nah,
no.
I don't like that guy.
Someone has to be alive.
Have a
Wait
big
a
enough
second.
gun.
She's wearing a napkin.
He does spot her.
She's
in
the
that,
answer.
right? And then this is right when we cut to Alice, and this is where she finds herself some clothes at JCPenney or wherever the hell she is.
Finally.
And that's what she chooses, a
hot topic.
mesh top with jeans.
Yeah.
She had the whole store to pick from.
It was also mighty cold out there.
It was hot.
I get well, not according to
Not
what I saw.
according to her mesh top.
So you were looking too?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't miss it.
Out Air 5.
So we have some groups of survivors that are going to start meeting up here. We have Jill Valentine. We have Jill Valentine and her crew, which is her, Peyton, who has a bite on his leg, and news reporter lady who's definitely not surviving this movie. Okay, and the three of them find a church, and inside the church, there's this random NPC with a gun who's like, "Oh, this is my church.
This is my hiding spot.
Get out of here!" Standard zombie movie stuff, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And Jill,
I mean, the zombies came right after that. So if I were him, I'd be like, "What? This is why I was hiding here.
nobody
Get outta here."
in this movie has seen a zombie movie. None of them have, because none of them know how to act or behave in a zombie apocalypse. Can't we get a movie where the characters have seen zombie movies before the zombie apocalypse breaks out,
So they know what to do.
so that they reference that when the zombies come? Or did that happen in Shaun of the Dead? It might have happened in Shaun of the Dead.
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
But I was going to say, in serious zombie movies, I don't think zombie movies actually exist.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's just something personally I want to see.
Isn't it? I don't know. Survival instinct would tell you to shut up
Right.
and just stow away somewhere.
Right. And be
with-
as quiet
with
as
food.
possible.
Like that is, in my opinion, an instinct.
Jill, who again is acting super hard, they're giving these video camera shots from the reporter who's like on her little camcorder and trying to film everything.
Oh,
and it
the
just
news reporter.
cuts to Jill Valentine. "I'm so cool, I smoke cigarettes," right in the frame like
Yeah,
that. Just looking as cool as she can muster.
As she can try.
You know,
Right.
fighting is very cardiovascularly difficult.
It is.
So she really shouldn't be smoking.
She really shouldn't.
That's just going to impact her abilities.
Jill goes off to investigate a strange noise.
It's really going to affect the oxygenation level.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Well, it worked for Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
You know why? Because he's a man. He's just a man.
Our lungs are smaller. We can't handle it.
Man on a mission.
That's right. Jill Valentine, a man on a mission.
Give me a cigarette.
She goes off to investigate a strange noise and finds someone with their back to them. Now, guys, again, if you ever find yourselves in a horror movie or a zombie movie and someone is rocking with their back to you and not responding,
Walk away.
walk away.
Or just shoot
Or just shoot him in the head.
shoot
Yeah,
him
that's-
then.
I mean, in a zombie apocalypse, yes, just shoot them.
In general, maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe
but
hold on.
specifically in a zombie apocalypse, you have my permission, people out there. It said James said it was okay to shoot them in the face,
Yeah.
or the back of the head.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not turning around. Okay,
Or give him 5 seconds.
Yeah.
To be fair. I
Fine.
mean, that's what Umbrella Corporation did.
but we find out that a priest comes in, and this lady is in fact a zombie, and he had been feeding her body parts. But it's played like such a nothing scene. They didn't really set it up at all, and it lasts 4 seconds, and he's not being weird. The priest is just like, just leave, okay?
Yeah, please just leave us alone.
Please just leave us alone. She
Yeah.
smokes both of them. Just blasts them both.
She literally, she turns and she's like, "You're feeding her? You're sick."
yeah,
And that's like it.
that's it. And then
That's the end.
They're both
Can't
dead.
trust a Catholic priest.
No, not in a zombie apocalypse.
Not in real life either.
The reporter. This is something I noticed too. The reporter tries to run, and she opens the door, and there's 40 zombies at the front door, right? And they're down to trying to slam and get the door shut, and they do. Those zombies, they disappear
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
As soon as they get the thing through the doorknob, it was like, bam, bam, bam.
they stop.
Oh, they put a cross on the door.
And then later, when they leave the church, they're not there. They're
yeah.
not there. Zombies famously hang out.
You know what?
got bored.
You know what? I'll bet you there's a reason for it.
Why?
Because of the creatures that show up next.
Oh, is that why?
Yes. Because now there's 3 of the crawly things.
The lickers.
The lickers,
Do
yes.
the lickers attack
yeah,
and eat
those-
zombies?
No, but it's one of those things like, you know how the grunts leave when the elites show up in Halo, right?
We find out about the lickers because the NPC runs away from them into another room so he could be killed in peace.
Exactly.
You know, and that's where
Yeah,
the
just,
liquor.
just run like prey and separate yourself from the group.
I need to be taken
That's-
out so that the audience knows it's dangerous, but the characters don't know yet.
Yeah.
right?
And be like, oh, he's about to get eaten.
That's right. We find out there's 3 of them, and they can dodge any bullets fired specifically by the people that are inside this church, but not
Easily.
somebody else.
Yep.
Easily. Guys, I can't wait to describe what happens next. The 3 of them are surrounded by these 3 lickers in the middle of this church. They've run out of bullets. First, Jill runs out of bullets. Then Peyton runs out of bullets. And you hear them both say, I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm also out. At that moment, I didn't know how or who or when, but I know someone else is showing up because they're not all going to die 20 minutes into this movie, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And what looks like the light of a train shines through the glass.
Through the stained glass that is, what, 10, 15 feet up in the air?
At least.
So Alice was outside for the last 3 hours constructing a ramp,
Inflatable.
and maybe an inflatable ramp,
Everything there's inflatable. The women, the
Straight
ramps,
up.
the walls.
straight up to the stained glass window on the outside so that she could drive her motorcycle up the ramp, crash through the stained glass window, slide in the aisle, U-turn her motorcycle, and then rev that thing up, backflip off of it. She must have scotch taped the throttle down because that bike keeps going, and it hits a liquor.
And goes up in the air and with the liquor attached, and then she shoots.
Oh, yeah. She shoots the
Oh, yeah.
motorcycle, and it
Motorcycle. It
explodes.
explodes.
She dual wields some pistols simultaneously. Boom! We get the Matrix style bullets hitting
Yeah.
the gas tank.
Guys, when Bob says it goes up in the air, it doesn't just go up in the air. Imagine if a motorcycle was driving straight at you and hit you, but then instead of just running you over, the wheels went up your chest, continued up your face, and then flew straight up into the air.
And took you
While
with
you're
it.
still attached
And
to
it
it,
takes
yeah.
you with it and
look
makes a complete 90-degree turn, goes
Upwards.
full vertical. Yes. It's like, what's the ride? What's the big ride at Magic Kingdom? The Superman
yeah,
ride?
the Superman.
It's
Great America. Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is.
And the gas tank just happens to turn just so that you can shoot it with
That's right.
2 pistols and it explodes. And everyone in the building is still fine, though, even with a giant explosion right above their heads.
It's because as she was doing her backflip off to give the thing momentum to propel it without the throttle pressed down, she had tied a string from the gas cap to her ankle so that when it got to a certain distance, it would pull the gas cap off and release the gas for her to shoot it. This was all very well thought out.
I just like how
She'd been building a ramp for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Minimal.
I just like how the liquor was hugging it like a teddy bear.
It was like, where are we going, bike?
To the light.
Isn't it funny though? This
Take me
was
to the light.
Let me
Take me home.
take me to Jesus.
Take me home, liquor man, to the place
Where I explode.
What song are we singing?
Raccoon City. Sorry.
I love how this was this monster was the single-handled villain of the last movie. Was this monster?
Yeah, the liquor.
The liquor in the first movie was practically unkillable.
Right.
Now these liquors
And now
are
he's
just getting
just-
killed left and right.
She like blind fires and crushes one with a crucifix symbolism, and then I don't remember how she takes out the third one.
Symbolism.
Symbology. What's the symbology?
The symbology here.
Yeah, but yeah, right. Takes out 3 of them like they're nothing.
Right.
Basically, and then the 3 of them. Well, no, we get the line from Jill. Who the frick are you?
And I love, isn't that another opportunity for her to be like, I'm Alice.
I
I
just
used to
woke
work for the Umbrella Corporation. I was head of security for an underground facility called The Hive.
She just does that speech. I mean, that's why they cut away.
She's like, I'm Bob Vance from Vance Refrigeration. I'm like, okay, we know who you are, Alice. We got it. Thank you.
I love it. Cut to LJ, Mike Epps, cruising around yelling GTA at zombies as he runs them over. 10 points. And this is where bro gets distracted by zombie tits and crashes his car.
And once again, instinct of survival.
Yes. We'll
There are
always,
zombies everywhere, and just tits do you guys in.
No, yeah. Instinct of survival will always be overridden by boobs.
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 I'll remember that.
We do also remember, it's another quick cutaway, but at this point, Carlos and his guys, Nikolai and Yuri, have their fight in the middle of the street against a bunch of zombies, and their unit's starting to get overrun. That's it. We'll be back to them later. Back to Alice's group cutting through a cemetery. Guys, a cemetery.
You don't say that this movie's choppy, huh?
It's the zombie apocalypse. The dead people live in the cemetery. Let's cut through the cemetery.
Okay, but they're already dead.
But here's the thing.
Like, they've been dead.
There's no practical explanation as to why the bodies rise
it
out
was
of the grave.
literally
The
no,
T
there's
virus.
not.
It's in the dirt, Stephanie. It's in the dirt.
They're in containers in the ground.
Containers in the dirt.
No.
This is funny because
I
this is
refuse- I
okay.
refuse
so
to
this
accept
is
that.
a hot this was a hot button topic between people that saw this movie is if the T virus could in fact make the dead people in the cemetery rise.
Yeah.
I say nay.
It's Bob.
What?
What do you think?
Bob.
Still trying to dissect the boob scene.
Okay, all right. Wait, Bob's
Well,
getting
you
Mike,
see-
he's Mike Epstein right now. When you catch up to the cemetery scene, interrupt us and let us know if you think the T virus would wake up the dead.
I mean, that was just a crappy scene.
All right.
With
I mean,
the explanation
obviously, yes.
of the T virus,
Oh.
it's not capable of waking up the dead people who have been buried for weeks.
Which
T virus is not.
Or years. Like, you don't even
Or
know
years.
how long they've been there. That entire cemetery is
Yeah.
the last couple weeks.
Hold on a second.
No,
Didn't the
they've been
T virus wake
dead.
up the dead in the games, right?
I don't remember dead people coming out of graves
I just
in Resident Evil.
I feel like this scene is literally just for more nonstop violence. Let's have them run through a cemetery. Oh, they all come alive.
I
Yes.
love the fact that she horse kicked the grandma and knocked the grandpa's head into a
back into the
I was
tombstone.
laughing.
And she
I was
wasn't
like-
even looking.
I was like,
love
these
that
two
horse
people,
kick.
these two people, her and Jill, start just a freaking karate grandma and grandpa who were just like coming up out of the again. This is like they buried grandma here a month ago, and here she is coming like I'm alive again. Freaking catches a back.
No, you ain't, bitch.
Like these people are just happy to be alive again, and here comes Jill with a spinning back fist.
Oh, God.
Aunt Kathy is getting killed a second time.
Everyone's just wanting. You guys want some butterscotch candy? Oh my God!
Oh my God.
What day is it? What year is it? Teeth taken out.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. These were just people's beloved relatives who had passed on.
Doesn't matter, you're a zombie.
And Alice is kicking the shit out of them.
I mean, I would too, though.
This is the last scene that you can actually see what's happening in any action sequence in this movie.
Oh, so
Yeah,
good.
I
I
agree.
was laughing. I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Just
Freaking horse kicks.
That makes one of us.
once I realized these were just people that had long been buried by their families, and they just start beating the crap out of them, it made me freaking laugh so hard.
It's like
This kid who died young was like 10 years old. He gets
I'm
out,
Deadpool.
I can't wait to see my parents again.
Timmy.
Snap his spine.
Johnny Timmy won't be home this Christmas.
What do you want for Christmas, Johnny?
A second chance. at life. Oh my gosh.
So anyway,
So Baron von Strucker is looking at his own. That's the only thing I know the guy from, dude.
Is it really?
That was the same guy that played Baron von Strucker in the Avengers movies.
Yep.
Is watching on the computer. He's got his own computer he's trying to hack the zombies with. And he's got this little thing, T virus level critical,
Yep.
right?
He's got like the same mock-up. And now he's like, well, let's try this one.
And they activate Nemesis.
Exactly.
let's
Right?
activate the Nemesis
Let's
program.
activate the Nemesis program. Yuri gets bit. Yuri is one of Carlos's people that we don't care about.
Sure. Back to the alley
Yeah.
gunfight.
The alley gunfight.
See, and I'm literally trying to think of this movie right now, and it's just like, do.
Right,
And
that's
it just
exactly
cuts
how it is.
back and forth so many times. I don't even.
As Ryan said, choppy. This movie's very choppy.
Very choppy.
I mean, to the point where I'm getting whiplash.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep up with what's going on. So as the group started to consolidate, I was very happy. Because I don't want to
Because then you don't got to follow a bunch of stories.
Well, and every time
Please
they come
move
back
together.
to
Just one
Carlos,
story.
they've done nothing for me to care about Carlos or his team or if they're getting overrun. I was like, cool, kill them all so I can get back to Alice. Is literally the
Right.
only character I care about in this movie.
You don't matter.
You don't matter, and I
You
hope
don't
you
matter.
die.
Please get out of my face.
And I love Omar. That's his name, right?
Omar.
The guy's name that plays Carlos.
Odette.
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 Sure.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Odette.
Yeah,
I
he was
love-
in- he was in The Mummy.
The guy from The Mummy.
Yep.
Love that guy.
And Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo.
Yes. He
Yeah.
was
Okay.
great in that
Yeah.
movie.
I did like him in that. That came off wrong.
No, I didn't. No, it didn't.
I enjoyed his acting.
Yeah.
No, my question is, where is he from? Because his accent is like indiscernible.
He's a child of
love
the
it.
world. You know,
You love it.
he's a child of the world, Stephanie.
The child of
He's a
like
child of
he's
the
like
world.
Moira Rose in Schitt's Creek. A woman with an indiscernible accent.
Yeah, you
Pretty good. The baby.
The bebe.
I can't show you every. Well, can you show me one thing? All right.
Fold it in, David.
All right. Anyway, back to Alice. Well, hold on. Before we even get there, Yuri got bit. That's what I was trying to get back to the alley fight for. Yuri gets bit.
Some guy named Yuri.
Yeah. Carlos and Nikolai are now dragging him through the streets, and they see a helicopter that's not stopping. So we're going to chase the helicopter on foot
Yeah, he's like, it's gonna land over there
at the hospital.
Let's go.
And as they get to the hospital, the dialogue is so. It dropped something into the hospital. Did you see it?
Did you see that?
Probably some radios that work. We could use those. I'm like,
Let's
ugh.
instead of just picking you up, they're like, I know we're here and we could pick you up, but we're gonna give you some radios instead so you can
Right.
call someone else for help because we're just gonna fly away.
Like, how would they see them?
Like that was their thought process.
Too? Right. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. They go in and it's just weapon cases that are empty because it was weapons dropped off for
These
Nemesis
work for us.
at the hospital. Okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mike Epps rolls up on an enclave of STARS members, and there's this hillbilly sniper taking out zombies who definitely had, to me, main character energy. Like, I thought
Yes.
this dude was going to be
Yes.
Absolutely.
a main character in the movie.
He should have been.
He should have been.
Yes.
And is this
Missed
is the guy that
opportunity.
we were talking about
Which one?
that got killed like right away?
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
he does.
That's
No,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
So that's who.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
I'm just making sure that's
He
who
was
you're
just
talking
set up
about.
behind like
No,
some kind of
it's-
barrier sniping.
It's not because we're talking about the other guy. But
And
we'll get to
almost,
that.
and almost sniped Mike Epps, who convinces him that he's not a zombie, and they all bring him in, and they're all like, 14 guns on him because it's a bunch of STARS members. He's like, hold on, man, my shit's custom.
Yeah.
He's got the freaking Deadpool gold-plated pistoleros, Desert Eagle pistoleros. It's like him. It's this character, Nick Cage in Face Off, and then Deadpool now
Yes.
with the gold-plated Desert Eagle pistoleros.
Face off.
You know it.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It was a good movie.
LJ doesn't belong in the same sentence as Castor Troy or Deadpool. Sorry.
You had to rank them.
No. If I had to
If
rank
you
it,
had to rank them,
nothing against Mike Epps, who I love and was thrilled that he was in this movie because he provided a great comedic relief. The only moments I enjoyed, I'm spoiling my award later a little bit, were for Mike Epps.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He rolls up. Anyway, as he's talking about his custom gold-plated pistoleros, Nemesis walks up. This dude, he looked like a Great Dane puppy. Like in that, you ever seen a puppy? Great Danes are huge dogs. You
Yeah.
ever seen a puppy? They grow into their paws. Their paws are humongous, even as little babies, and the rest of their body is little, and they eventually grow into it. You've seen Great
Yes.
Dane puppies before. This dude walks up with these two big freaking clomper feet, and then a regular body, and then giant rubber mask on his head.
he looked like a diseased testicle.
Elephantitis to the face.
He looked like the
Not to the face.
No.
He looked like the gingivitis monster in a toothpaste commercial. That's what he looked like.
Or the Mucinex.
He did
the
have pearly
Mucinex
whites.
snot.
Yeah. His teeth were very white. He brushes with Colgate.
Colgate needed to get a Nemesis sponsorship.
Dude.
Yeah, he looked nasty.
They missed
Activate the
that.
Zombinator.
Can you imagine right when Resident Evil come out, there had been Colgate commercials with
That's what they used to just scare children into brushing their teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
He
Nemesis.
Could have done it in the same face.
I brush my teeth, Mom. Wink, and then
Yeah.
Mom goes, "Okay," puts him to bed. But
Hold
then
on.
Nemesis
I'm going to get Nemesis to check.
comes through the wall. Brush. What the hell was Colgate's executives thinking, man?
Crest beat him to
We
it.
have so many good ideas.
This dude had the teeth of the century.
He had great
Bro
peppers.
had the chompers for days.
And it's like he didn't have like an upper lip, so they were just like
Just straight from eyeballs,
to teeth,
face gina to teeth.
eyeballs to teeth.
Face China.
That's how I like them.
That's how you like it.
Face giants, and eyeballs to teeth.
We don't want to waste time with a nose in between.
Yeah, who needs
Come
that?
on now.
Have you ever seen Voldemort?
Yummy.
Yep.
Bro fires a rocket launch. I'm like, a zombie that shoots rockets. Fires a rocket launcher straight into Hillbilly Sniper, which I was really bummed he died because he was awesome.
And the sparkler explosion happened.
You love those.
Little did you know it was a fireworks
half-assed that
shot.
all over it.
I love half-ass explosions.
And then he's looking at him and he's just, scanning him. It's 12 Stars members on his Terminator feed, one civilian. And this
Yeah.
is when Baron von Strucker's like, terminate all Stars members. And miniguns just mows them all down, but leaves Mike Epps because he was a civilian.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, and because he drops his guns, it's like
right.
threat
Drops his
level, like
minimal.
minimal.
Now it cuts back in Ashford. Dr. Ashford has called Alice. He saw her on the CCTV footage, calls her on a payphone. Like every payphone they walk by, it's ringing. Picks up the phone. What? Who is this? And he makes her a deal. He's like, you ever seen Escape from LA?
Right? Anything? Have you seen a single John Carpenter movie?
Right.
And she's like, no.
I think John Carpenter's the most ripped off director.
Oh, yeah.
He gets
yeah.
ripped off so many times.
That's what happens when you're an original, man.
Hey, exactly. That's the biggest form of flattery right
Right?
there.
He's got original, cool ideas. And most of Hollywood, all they want to do is take other people's ideas that have worked and just change it a little bit and try to make money. And it's a copycat industry.
It could have just paid him well and just have him make more movies.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
They should have had him make Resident Evil
Oh,
Apocalypse.
could you imagine a Resident Evil series by John Carpenter?
Phenomenal.
Even just a trilogy. Just give me three.
Just
You don't need
three.
we don't need to do 6. Give me 3
he would just do one.
or 1. Put it all in
He
one.
hates doing sequels.
That's true. Escape from LA probably ruined that for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just reinforced why this. You see, this is why I don't do this.
Yeah.
Right?
John Carpenter's Resident Evil.
Oh my
that's
gosh! I just need to sit here.
And Bastards
just gonna-
Decorated.
Okay.
Yeah. You all right now?
Yes, I'm good.
That
I
cash-
needed to let it wash over me.
Do you need
That
a
was
towel?
That was quite a shudder.
Thank you. No, I'm good. Where are we at? I need a snack.
We're at John Carpenter's Resident Evil.
that's
That's
right.
where we're just going to go now.
Go save our.
I need a snack.
Go save.
Don't do Ghosts of Mars.
Don't do Ghost.
Don't do Ghosts of Mars. Do Resident Evil.
Have you seen Ghosts of Mars? Thank God. All right, Escape from LA. I need you to save my daughter, and I'll get you out of this hellhole of a city. Okay. They're like, all right, bet. I love Escape from LA. So she hangs up the phone. She turns to the rest of them. Who was that? We're going to do Escape from LA. It's okay.
Got it. Let's go.
That's what's going to happen here. So they're walking along, and as they're walking over an overpass, Alice stops the group. Stop. There's something
down there.
I don't hear anything. Well, that doesn't detract from the fact that there is something down there.
I did like that line. That was pretty good.
And it was, once again, it was said just sleepily.
Right.
But it doesn't detract from there being something down there.
And the gingivitis monster comes out from under the bridge.
And like, you couldn't hear that? I don't hear anything. Are you sure?
Looks up at her and goes, Vagina! Attack!
Peyton gets just shredded at me. I'm like, actually was thankful Peyton died so we didn't have to go through the inevitable
he was-
tropey.
Not the actor's
He's gonna
fault.
turn.
He's going to turn. He turned. Now who's got to shoot him? I can't shoot him. Who's going to...
Right.
Right. Over and over and over.
Yeah, I
Someone
was glad
steps
he
up.
died.
They do in every episode of Walking Dead.
I'm sorry. My wife turned into a zombie out the window.
Dude,
The shoot in the head first, though.
Within seconds. I love
shoot
you.
Shoot her first,
You're going
though.
down.
I wouldn't. So, my wife, if you're listening, I wouldn't kill you before you died. But the second your eyes closed, and you weren't just sleeping, I'll make that clear, and it's clear that you've died, I'm putting one in just
You're
to be
the
sure.
problem.
Right.
You are the problem.
I'm the problem?
You're the problem.
Why?
'Cause you need to
don't
do it right
wait
away.
until she dies.
But
I'm
there's
sorry.
there's a time
you,
lapse.
No.
You got bit.
You know
Nope.
what?
Poof, done.
You would
know
shoot
what?
Ryan while he's still dead ass alive?
I would
The
shoot
best...
the shit out of him while he's still
I was going to say,
alive.
the only time Peyton gets smoked.
Peyton gets absolutely smoked. And I'm sorry that you would shoot your husband immediately. How does that make you feel, by the way, to know that before you died, she would shoot you?
Oh,
In a
he would
zombie
shoot me.
apocalypse?
I can.
Listen, the only time that this has ever been done right,
Yeah.
Naomi Harris in 28 Days Later.
Oh, yeah.
When the dude, like, his arm's just bleeding.
Yeah.
And, like, he could have been cut by broken glass.
Right.
And she's just like, Mock. And he's just like, wait. And just machetes the crap out of
I
him.
forgot about that. But that's not
he
husband
would
and wife,
machete
though.
me.
Would you machete her?
I mean,
I would shoot him
try
mercifully.
I would try to be more peaceful about it, but whatever's laying around.
But before they're
the
dead,
cat.
Beat her with a cat.
picks it up. Well, these are sharp.
Die, bitch.
Throw the cats on you.
You know how much
And then the
Ryan-
cats would turn, and you have to fight all them off.
Wow.
Man.
All right, so Peyton gets killed, and we got Alice versus Nemesis round 1, which thank God Nemesis can't hit a thing when he's fighting Alice because she's got plot armor, and he's firing his miniguns all
It's
over
the
the
mesh
place.
shirt. They
say-
just go right through it.
To go right through the mesh.
Dude, in the previous scene,
Yeah.
precisionally kills 12 people with
Stars
a
members.
minigun.
Yeah.
With a minigun.
Yeah.
And leaves Mike Epps. And now here we are, like you said, plot armor. I love that. Because it's exactly what it is. Now all of a sudden you can't hit anything. You're
No.
shooting rockets. You're shooting a minigun.
Maybe
and,
he's tired.
you know.
That gun was heavy.
She's running away. It's
true.
He chases her into a building. She runs down the hallway, and there's a garbage chute, and she shoots out the wall underneath the garbage chute.
Yeah.
That while she's sliding and
Yeah.
then shoots back at him in the legs.
Shoots him in the leg.
I got great aim. I don't know
The
what I'm
best
doing.
aim. The best
And
aim.
he's just like this awkward, like, and
Right.
like sticks it down the chute.
She goes down the chute. He fires,
The fact that he fits his rocket launcher down the chute,
which was not that big.
which
of a
was
hole.
no.
But I'm like, it's her lucky day that she found a missile-proof garbage chute.
Yeah.
Right?
And
She,
a missile-proof dumpster made out of plastic.
right. She's fine.
That plastic can withhold lots of heat.
Totally fine.
And then it's just like disengaged, and he just walks away.
Yep, that's true. Now that they're separated, Jill Valentine and the reporter are by themselves, and they randomly pick up Mike Epps on the road so that he can be in the rest of the movie. Because otherwise, they had to pick him up.
I just wanted to watch Mike Epps.
Well, they had to pick him up, otherwise he can't be in the rest of the movie.
I know,
yeah.
but they should have just had Mike Epps film Mike Epps for the rest of the time.
Right, just keep cutting to him, and he's just by himself.
Yeah, he's at like a.
And there's nothing that ever comes of it.
Dude, I would watch a Mike Epps survives the zombie apocalypse movie show so hard.
Oh, that'd be great.
Where all it does is follow him around.
Yeah.
That'd be incredible.
With Snoop Dogg.
Not
With Snoop. Oh my God. Snoop in the
awesome.
zombie apocalypse?
Did you guys
Phenomenal.
know?
Crazy.
Did you guys know that Snoop Dogg was originally cast as LJ?
Oh, well, I did
Are
not
you
know that.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
I did not know that.
Snoop Dogg was originally was cast as LJ, and then he had creative differences, so they brought in Mike Epps at like the 11th hour.
They were like, you can't be high on set, man. He's like, you know what? I'm done.
He pitched the scene where zombies were coming in. He just filled the room with just
With-
smoke. Oh,
And they all just fell
they
asleep.
just came in and went and just napping.
And then they got the munchies, and everybody died.
Right.
That would be it.
That's exactly what happened. They would wake up so much worse.
yeah, so much more hungry. It's like, Snoop, this isn't working out.
This is not good, man. Can't give zombies the munchies. They already famously have the munchies. For
flesh.
That's right.
For brains.
So they go to the school, Jill Valentine and the reporter, where this, they got only till sunrise. I forgot to mention this, but there's a nuke that's going to decimate the entire city. And
Did they already introduce that
they
play?
did when he called them on the phone to say, "Hey, I'll get you out of the city. There's a nuke coming. You got to find my daughter." When they did the escape from,
Oh, like he says, there's the protocol.
Yeah.
Like if they can't contain it, or they know they can't
Right.
contain it, so by sunrise. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot. Mm-hmm.
So they get to there, and there's the heavy foreshadowing of the zombie dogs because as soon as they walk in, there's these busted out kennels in the canine units, right?
Their
Yeah, the
foreshadowing
canine
is
unit
always so like,
fisted.
yes.
Yeah.
It's just so obvious and like smashed in your face. You're like, I get it.
Yeah.
Zombie dogs.
Wonder if there's going to be zombie dogs in here.
Weird. Just covered in tomato sauce.
Wouldn't have been more exciting to them just to randomly show up and then you're like surprised and shocked and
yeah,
crap.
but no, it's like, hey, look at this kennel. You know
Right.
what that means.
zombie dogs, the ones covered in tomato juice, just
Yeah.
like in the first one. They
Get
put the
ready.
Tomato paste all over them.
Spaghetti thrown on him.
Right, that's exactly. There were still noodles on one of the dogs. What is it? Well, they'll think it's intestines or something. Just noodle dog.
It's fine.
Noodle dog.
Noodle
The
dog is
noodle
coming.
dogs are back.
My God, is that? That's noodle dog. I can smell the garlic.
Is that marinara?
The
Spaghetti-
marinara train crashed into the school.
Spaghetti
You and
sauce,
the
sir.
marinara train.
Son of a bitch.
That's right. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No,
there.
you're fine.
But in the freaking Thanksgiving commercial,
Yeah.
or
Blood, sir. Son of a bitch.
it's spaghetti sauce, sir.
Spaghetti
That's
sauce.
how they should have foreshadowed the dogs. Jill Valentine walks up. She doesn't realize, but then when Alice gets there, she tastes the spaghetti. Dogs.
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 Son of a
It's dog sauce.
these things again. That's right. They go, where the hell are? So it's just Mike Epps, the reporter, and Jill Valentine, and they go in the school, and here we go. Trope alert.
Hey, Steph, you know what's a great idea? Let's go in that school over there. I don't think there's dead kids in there, eh?
We gotta split up.
I don't have much of a response to that, Bob.
It's only a private school. Nothing happening here. This is where we'll find British kids that we're looking for.
Just gonna let you do this for as long as you want.
Oh, yeah, let's walk right in here.
Oh, look, there's one with a back to it, rocking back and forth.
Hello.
We should go up to it.
I don't know how to hold a gun, and you're staring awkwardly in the corner.
Oh gosh.
And there's probably like 30 other kids over to the side that are just waiting for the right moment because of the plot.
Brits are logging off by the moment.
Oh my
We are
God.
so sorry.
It's like they fell. All these
We
kids.
just lost the UK.
We got the same
Governor, we just lost the UK.
T-virus readout thing that they have.
we just
Critical.
UK audience critical.
James, the UK just went down.
UK subscribers are gone.
Oh, dang it. They go. The trope I was trying to point out is the let's split up trope, right? When they get inside these horror movies.
Yeah.
We got to split up. And
Always a good idea.
she hands a gun to the reporter. I don't know how to fire a gun.
God.
It's easy. Just shoot him in the head. That's great.
Not what I said.
Also,
said I don't know how to
nobody tells
fire
me
it.
how. What about aiming? What about recoil? What about sighting or anything? Or reloading?
Don't forget the recoil.
Don't even
You gotta-
get us started on
Yeah,
recoil.
you gotta have recoil in movies.
Don't
God
even
forbid.
get us started.
just
Bob
saying,
and I.
God forbid.
She says she can't shoot. She says she can't.
That's how it happens.
That's quite a recoil there, Bob.
Just because you subscribe to the John Wick recoil theory.
You know, I'm not the only one that subscribed to that. In a lot of action movies, there's not a
Chad
obnoxious amount of
Stahelski
recoil.
does, yeah.
Yeah. The no recoil action theory. Yeah.
Because it looks so much nicer as opposed to this.
Doesn't?
Don't roll your ankle.
I was about to say.
That's why I stay in the chair.
Careful. He's gonna hurt himself again.
I'm proud. I'm a sprinkler.
This is what real recoil looks like. I'm a sprinkler. This is so cool, guys.
There you go.
We're
you
a great
finally,
action movie.
You know what?
We're all doing the cha-cha like a
You
bunch of
finally got
dumbasses.
it.
Just keep doing that for a little bit longer. Keep those hands together. It's good form.
It is good form.
The point is she tells her nothing about how to actually fire a gun, but she's too cool to do that.
Yeah.
Just hit him in the head to drags from another cigarette.
She sucks worse than Steven Seagal.
You pull the trigger.
Wow. Bold statement.
They all go off. Okay. Reporter girl finds little girl on the ground, rocking back and forth. She walks into this is important, empty classroom with one lone girl rocking back and forth. And she
Bullet.
says her name. Thank you, Bob. Yes,
Sorry.
correct. Bullet.
Flamethrower.
Something. If you're in a zombie movie again and you say something to a person and they don't acknowledge you, even if it's not Ashley, if she's human, she's going to go, huh? What? Another person speaking to me? No, she does nothing. And she just goes up and turns her around. What the hell is the matter with these people?
Yep. And she's eating a hand.
And apparently,
yes.
all these other kids
And then,
fall out of the closet.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They were like in a cabinet or something.
They were hiding under
and
their
they've just
desks.
been waiting. They're like, oh, good. She lured someone in here.
Because
exactly
you know how
what
zombies,
she was supposed to do.
You know, zombies famously set traps and
Yes,
and
have good brain capacity.
they hide and wait and come out.
They fall under the sharks, go hunting for revenge.
She turns around and the room is filled with children that are all right next to her and not eating her. They're waiting to scare her and then they're going to eat her.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Like, the audience wants us to wait. So
Right.
we're going to wait.
Jill actually finds Ashley. They, the daughter. They walk into the cafeteria and there's some zombies in there. And this was, I thought, a little cool nod to the game, right? Oh no, zombies. She's like, oh no, those are slow ones. We'll just run around them, which is literally what you would do in the game. Right?
That's the line.
And
Don't worry, they're slow.
we'll run around them.
Yep.
She's like, not those ones. Those ones. Noodle dogs.
Noodle dogs. They're here.
They're here. And the dogs just obviously start going. And as these things are jumping to kill them, it's okay. Because just off screen is Scott Farkas with
Don't even.
freaking what? That's Scott Farkas.
I know it's Scott Farkas.
And he will
I
always
know.
be Scott Farkas.
No matter what Zach Wilde ever does, he's always Scott Farkas.
Yeah. Bathe in it. Own it.
Bathe in it.
Nikolai.
Just like
from
the tomato juice.
Carlos. It's Carlos's guy, Nikolai, but it's Scott Farkas from Christmas Story.
It is.
Saves them from off screen. But here's my problem. They do this trope so many times in the stinking movie where someone is about to die. What is this, the fourth time someone's about to die and someone else who we didn't know was there from off screen saves them?
Yeah.
4 different times at this point in the movie.
Yeah.
Right? It's getting so old. You have no other tricks in your bag, script writer, Paul, or director.
Just let them die or something. Like, that would be more interesting.
Right.
If they
Or-
actually died and you're like, oh.
Or have them come in, and you see them fighting their way to, or anything. You can't just keep doing the same parlor trick over and over and over and over and over
There
and
he
over
is.
and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Ooh.
But to be fair,
To be fair.
Over and over and over and over and over and over.
You can just kill Ryan's mic. He's about to say something intelligent.
This is the coolest freaking moment of the movie.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
When he says, "I'm sorry, ma'am. I
No,
am
that part
Nikolai."
sucks.
And
No,
he just
that part
gets
sucks.
Killed
That
immediately
part
after saving
sucks.
them.
Look, you have all these characters that so far really suck. Jill Valentine sucks. Oliveira, whatever his name is.
Carlos.
Carlos Oliveira. He kind of sucks.
Yeah.
This Sergeant Nikolai, who's had nothing to do for the movie
Right.
so far, comes in. He's like,
Yeah.
very tactically takes out the dogs,
Yep.
moves around like he actually knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then the best one-liner in the whole movie.
What's that?
He kills the dog and he walks up to it. Stay.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. I was too busy.
This is the best 30 seconds of the movie.
Yeah.
And then they just kill him.
And then
Right after he introduces himself.
Here's your anti-parlor trick moment where
Right.
it's like, yes, Sergeant Nikolai's a freaking badass.
Right.
Sergeant Nikolai Chikolzitsky, I am here for the Umbrella Corporation.
Right.
And then
Right.
off screen, a dog just jumps on him.
Just kills him.
And you're like, well, never mind.
I'm like, well, okay, there goes the coolest character in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, it should have been
Damn
the
it.
sniper.
Sure.
They should have made the movie about the sniper and Sergeant Nikolai.
Yeah, 100%. Jill and Ashley run into the kitchen from Jurassic Park, and they
I thought the same thing.
Yes, it's exactly the same thing.
the dogs come in there like the raptors, except now it's noodle dogs, and she just starts dodging dogs while also turning the gas on. She's able to dodge them all
This
while
frickin' scene.
turning the stoves on with the gas, and you see the gas coming out, that invisible gas, and then
You see the invisible gas.
running down the hallway, and the dogs are giving chase, and she does this thing with the matchstick, lights a match, throws it behind her into the gas, but the match went out. But it's okay
Oh, no.
because somebody off screen that we didn't know was there saves them again.
With something that has been proven to not work.
Watch Mythbusters.
It doesn't work.
Alice is like, it's okay.
But and don't the doors don't the
I
doors
smoke.
shut? Don't the doors shut too?
Probably.
And so the doors shut behind them to the kitchen.
Yeah.
The dogs are still inside.
Yeah.
They're outside. Then she lights the cigarette and throws it, and it somehow magically makes it into the kitchen.
The dogs bust out the window, and as the dogs bust out the door windows, the cigarette
I
goes
see.
in behind them.
I see.
Got it.
I see.
Yeah, and the discharge pressure of the gas coming
then
out
she
is
grabs-
And then they, and
so
she gets the
vehement.
fire blanket, and she's like, "Ooh."
That was a cool shot, though. It was very. I don't even know what the fancy word is. I'm sorry. It was
The mise en scene,
no, not that big, not that gay word.
the fluidity,
the fluidity of it.
fluidity of it. That's what
yeah,
you're
the-
looking for.
She grabs a heat blanket, covers them. Not Jill. Jill's just left to roast. And
It's
covers Ashley.
Grabs Ashley.
Grabs Ashley, covers her with the blanket. The explosion doesn't kill anybody but the dogs. The noodle dogs are cooked. That pasta is al dente.
It is done.
Beat me to it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's good.
But good thing another character was off screen and ready to save them. They all meet up in the cafeteria and
Finally.
find out that
They're
Carlos
all
is
converged.
there. They converge finally. Carlos has been bit, but good thing Ashley has a pack of the cure in her lunchbox.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. So they're able to shoot Carlos up.
Yep.
Dr. Ashford calls on the phone then outside the school and says, hey, all right, here's the deal. There's a chopper leaving in 45 minutes from City Hall. They don't know. They're lightly guarded. They don't know you're coming. Go get on the chopper and you can get out of the city.
I'd have been like, wait a minute. I was like, so we just rescued your daughter at the promise of getting out of here. And what you're telling me is that we need to go out into the zombies to find the helicopter with people who don't know that we're coming.
Right.
And this is going to work out fine.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Talk about reneging on a pledge.
Escape from LA
guy.
sucks anyway.
Ben, like, are you serious?
No, it's because he does. Like he's the whole time he's like saying like, oh, don't worry, I'll get you guys out of here. I'll get you guys out of here. Just rescue my daughter. I'll get you guys out of here.
Yeah.
So by the way, you got to traverse the zombie infested city, and it's lightly guarded. Quote, lightly guarded.
You'll be fine
with
though.
private umbrella corporation security, heavily armed.
And they have no idea that you're coming. So if they shoot you,
what they don't know is right after they hang up with Wheels, frickin' Baron von Strucker comes in. You thought you didn't. I knew the whole time you were hacking the city.
Yeah.
Because we hacked you from the other tent. Oh. We know it all.
but we let it get this far.
That's right.
For timing purposes of the movie.
Do you really think we didn't know? He says. Right.
Uh-huh.
Cuts back to City Hall.
Is this when they actually do lift him into the like they abduct him? This is the part where they actually
Wheelbarrow into the trunk.
they lift the wheelchair and he's just like, no.
I'd say his feet were kicking, but he couldn't.
He was doing it with his pants. He was
They dragged him kicking and screaming.
Yes, well, just
Screaming.
I love this next part. They get to City Hall, where this helicopter is going to take off from.
Which is the giganticest city hall I've ever seen.
Oh, it's huge.
giganticest.
It's like a pharmaceutical.
Of all the
building.
giganticest
building.
things, it is the most
Pfizer
humongous.
headquarters.
Pfizer headquarters, Google.
It did. It looked just like
YouTube.
So they get there, and I love this because guarding the little ramp into the parking area is two guys wearing tinted motorcycle helmets, and it's the middle of the night. And Carlos is able to get the drop on him and take him out. I'm like, of course he can get the drop on him. They can't see shit out there.
Oh, God.
They're blind.
Sir, do we have to wear these helmets? Yes.
Why do
It makes you look so much cooler.
Why do they have dark motorcycle helmets on?
I wear my sunglasses
Same reason
at
that
night.
George Lucas told Carrie Fisher there's no underwear in space. I don't know.
It's always sunny in Doucheville.
It's like when Cobra wore sunglasses in the dark supermarket, except way worse. They're supposed to be guarding
I don't
this
shop here.
chopper.
Sir, we can't see.
Sir, we can't see.
We can't see.
Can't see. That's not my problem. But we can't see. How am I supposed to protect something if I can't see it, sir?
Smell them coming, Private. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what? I hate this job. Oh, they're coming, sir.
They're coming. and Alice, inexplicably, already on the
It's
roof.
the worst
Yes.
running. Worst.
They're already on the. Why? How is she already on the roof?
How
That's
did
where
she
they're
get up
trying
there?
to get to.
Who knows?
Why didn't they all just go
Magic.
with her?
She broke into the multiverse along with Chuck
She
Norris.
had to take out the sniper. I don't know.
They all should have just gone with her to the roof, and then they didn't have to do. But instead, she has to rappel down. And when I say rappel, run down the wall. And I'm sorry, it looks so stupid.
Yes.
You know how hard it is to make Milla Jovovich doing action sequences stupid? She sells the crap out of some of the dumbest sequences in Resident Evil.
And like the shot they get is like directly like under her. So she
And who
just,
runs like this? She looked like a bushwhackers from the WWE.
I imagine they're like, no, just like naturally, just as you naturally would run, just run down the building. And she's like, okay.
It was worse than the Flash run from what's his name?
Ezra Miller's
Ezra
Flash
Miller's Flash run.
with his. Oh no, he does that open fisted like the flippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's aerodynamic.
I'm cutting through
Yeah.
the
I'm cutting through the
So
air.
worst running in movie history, Ezra Miller as the Flash.
Milla
Jovovich in
Resident Evil
Apocalypse.
Resident Evil Apocalypse. Everybody else.
Oh, that's how.
Everybody.
No. I'm sorry.
Phoebe and Friends.
Steven Seagal, number one. Steven Seagal in Above the Law was the first time we
And
saw
the
him.
only time he runs.
The only time Above the Law. Then Ezra Miller in The Flash, and then third Milla Jovovich in Resident Evil Apocalypse. Just,
I think Steph's running was way better.
and I love her. It's no dig on her. I love her. She's terrible.
What?
I think your running that you just did was way
Oh.
better.
Yeah, I mean a little bit. My brain goes to Nicolas Cage in National Treasure. He runs weird
yeah.
in that movie.
True.
He's got to keep his toupee
Oh,
on.
wait a minute. What about Bob in Psycho Hiker?
Yeah, that's why I never run.
Or even me in Psycho Hiker when I was supposed to be sprinting away from you and I just leisurely jogged into the
Leisurely
woods.
jog. Or I ran
I
like
didn't
I
think
had
the
a
camera
turd in
could
my
see me that far.
I ran like I had a turd in my pants.
It's all right. Bob. He's very dangerous over
didn't you?
short distances.
I am. Very dangerous over short distances. I will get to you in a second.
Like Gimli. Like Gimli. All right. After she runs down the wall, she takes out 6 more blind guards that don't even know what it is that's hurting them. Okay.
I couldn't see what happened. You saw it happen?
The one guy stood up and she took him out again. And I'm like, he was just getting up to find out what happened.
couldn't see anything.
Kind of true.
What's going on?
What happened?
This poor.
Just ends up with a knife in his throat.
Right. One guy had his helmet on backwards. He didn't even know.
Literally, I can't see with this thing on.
Can't see.
I can't see what this
No better. They all jump in the chopper and they tell the random pilot, "Time, take off." But it's Nemesis's chopper, and Baron von Strucker's already on the chopper, and they're all taken prisoner.
He had the shittiest hair.
Oh, dude, it was terrible.
I know it's 2004. Leather jacket,
Gotta.
leather pants, overaxed hairspray.
Overacted hairspray.
Oh,
Yes. You know that guy smelled like Axe body spray.
That guy
and,
smelled.
and Altoids, okay?
Yeah.
And Altoids, the cinnamon kind.
the real
Axe body spray.
Axe body spray, Altoids, and Bod.
That's right. Oh, yes. Blech.
dude, Bod was good.
You smelled like
Silence.
Come on. Bod was way better than Axe.
You're not getting any support.
Bod
from
was
me.
better than Axe.
That was like the longest
Plant-
silence this show's ever had.
Plant your flag, man. I mean, seriously, if you want to hang your flag.
Absolutely. I hated Axe.
Okay.
What?
No one likes Axe.
I used to wear the cucumber melon from Bath and Body Works, so I can't.
to this day, I would spray my dick with some Axe.
I have no ledge to stand on here.
Funny thing is Alice in this movie also wears cucumber melon, and that's all those guards could smell. And so now, whenever they would walk past a Bath and Body Works, they were traumatized because they didn't know what it was that hurt them.
They just opened fire.
We just walk by Bath and Body Works and
just patrolling, and they see Bath and Body Works just laying the bullets. Just
They got fired from being evil henchmen, and all they could get was jobs as mall cops. But every time they walked past the Bath and Body Works,
Everyone dies.
everyone dies.
just lay waste to Bath and Body.
all they remember was how they felt and the smell of that cucumber melon,
Cucumber melon.
getting throat chopped and legs snapped.
What's the other popular smell that what ladies wear from
Pumpkin spice. I
Pumpkin
don't
spice.
Dude,
No, there's like vanilla is a
No.
popular
Yes,
one.
my
warm
wife
vanilla brown
Love
sugar.
Spell.
Love Spell.
Do you remember Love
yes,
Spell?
my wife still. Oh, I love Love Spell.
I love it too. I used to
Dude.
wear that all the time in high
Dude.
school. Love Spell takes me right back to high school.
When my wife puts Love Spell on, I'm like on her like
It's
a
named
chimpanzee.
properly. I'll remember to never wear that.
well, I would never do that. There's a line.
You act like he doesn't have any control over himself.
Like I'm not that ridiculous. I'm not gonna hang out with Bob anymore if I wear Love Spell.
It's Thunderdome time. Because first, of course, Baron von Strucker, after they take them all prisoner, wants to be like, you guys got to fight now. Because turns out you're also a bioweapon program, and so is Nemesis. And so we just got to see which one is the superior one. Like, why not have 2 awesome bioweapons? No, we got to make one kill the other, right?
Yeah. What's the point?
He walks up. Look, you're both strong. You're both fast. Only one of you is hot. I'm not going to say which one, okay? But you've got to fight to the death so that we can figure out which one of you are better.
I mean, that face vagina could give,
Holy
you know.
testicle Tuesday.
Dude looks like a testicle. for
That's
sure.
why I said he
Yeah.
looks like a diseased testicle.
Yeah. So she won't do it at first. And so he shoots the doctor Strucker shoots the doctor right in front of his daughter. And so she's like, all right, fine, I'll fight Nemesis.
And like my thought was just like, hell yeah. Like You mean business. I don't care. Like, the doctor, kind of sad. Oh, boo-hoo. But it's like, you mean business. You
Right.
want her to do something, so you're just going to be like, I'm not effing around.
Right.
He even says that because he shoots the doctor and he's like, yeah, and that guy was important to the corporation.
Yeah,
Right,
I don't care
that's
about
true.
these people.
I don't care.
I don't care. I don't even care about these people.
So then, guys, for your viewing pleasure, we get shaky cam fight between Nemesis and Alice. And Ryan, before you even try to tell me this wasn't shaky cam, Bob is my witness. We were sat there. I couldn't see a damn thing that happened in
Same.
this fight. I had no idea what was happening for the entire runtime of this fight.
It's a terrible fight scene.
Terrible.
It's an awful, awful fight scene.
Could you
But it's not
could you,
shaky cam. That was what was coming out.
could you
next.
discern anything that happens?
No, you can't.
You can't.
You can't. It's a terrible fight scene. It's hyperkinetic. It's edited to crap.
Yeah.
There's like the camera work is terrible.
And it's like so up close to them too. Like, there's no shots that are far enough away that you see the whole of both
Nothing.
of them.
No.
It's just like they're midsections and it's shaking
Coming
everywhere.
from Alexander Witt was also the second unit director of Gladiator,
Right.
which has some of the best fight scenes of all time.
That's what I'm saying. Why can't he shoot a fight scene? This is something that he should have excelled at.
Right.
Some of his decisions I don't like. He liked to shoot a lot of the zombie stuff in like, I'm about to vomit, wavy slow motion.
Oh, we didn't even bring that up yet. That
That
slow motion effect that you loved.
Oh God.
doing?
The dragging effect, the like
The trail,
I
the
hated
trailing.
that so much.
Yes.
Hated it so much.
And you'd think at least visually the movie would look good with Alexander Witt.
No.
You would think so.
But no. This fight, the final ultimate fight in this movie,
Right, which is
dog crap.
What the whole movie is building to.
Yes.
This whole movie, the whole point of everything that we have had to endure
Yeah.
for 89 minutes is for the showdown between Nemesis and Alice.
Right.
And it lasts for like 2 minutes.
And I don't know what happened.
You can't see any
And
of
of
it.
course there was like another foreshadowing of like he rips down the metal piece.
Right.
And then it just kind of like zooms in on the one that's just sticking straight out. And I'm like, let me guess, he's gonna get impaled on that.
Right, which he does, and
he does.
up to that point. Once he's impaled on the metal piece sticking out from the wall, then from there on, I could figure out what happened. But up until that point of him getting impaled, I couldn't tell you what happened in that fight.
Yeah. But this is where it slows down. It's not even a fight anymore. Now it becomes
Right.
like the psychological plot twist of the whole time. Oh, Nemesis was Matt from the first movie.
Oh, good old dumbass Matt
Friggin' Eric Maybe is dumbass Matt
was here the whole time.
was now Nemesis.
World's worst cop.
Dude. Yes.
Turned into a testicle.
Hey, hold on. He was an environmentalist.
Oh, whatever. But he
Yeah.
was posing as a cop.
Exactly.
Okay.
No.
Matt became
Not well.
Nemesis.
So this is now they go into like the flashbacks again of like
Yes.
the stuff coming out of his arm and like he's mutating at a rapid rate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, put him in the Nemesis program.
Alice's flashbacks in this one aren't as fun as her flashbacks in the first one.
I'll get to that. I got something for that a little bit later.
Yeah, there's no sex.
Because what was that guy's name? The bad guy from the first one.
James Purple.
James Purfoy. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. So
What was his character's name though?
I don't remember his character.
James Purfoy.
He was just James Purfoy.
Guy in the leather jacket that banged Milla Jovovich.
No one,
that was his name.
literally no
was
one
his
had
credit.
names in the first movie except for Kaplan and Rain.
Facts.
Oh, I thought he had a name.
But she,
No, he does, but like that's what I mean.
long story short, she refuses to kill Matt once she realizes it's Matt.
Yeah.
Right? And
Because
so-
his eyeball gives it away.
Right. Oh, that's Matt's.
Through all that testicle,
Dumb
I can see
eyeball.
your soul.
That's his dumb eyeball.
Oh, yeah, that is Matt. I did think this thing was pretty stupid. Nemesis actually was supposed to be smart, but they made it out of Matt. That's why he's like,
They made
Teeth
Should've
brushing.
we should have picked somebody smarter.
Sir, I think there's something wrong with it. No, that's just how he was.
Just the host. It's the host. Right. Nothing we can
Stupid ass Matt.
do. Stupid ass man.
Farting in bed, having his ass off.
So he tells Nemesis to kill her then. She stands by these two guards and he goes over and picks up his minigun, but mows down the guards, who again never saw the bullets coming.
I mean, do you ever see the bullets coming?
They were just standing there If they'd seen the thing, pick up the minigun and pointed at them, they maybe would have moved. But they just stood there because they're like, I think we're standing where we're supposed to be. I'm not really sure.
We were told not to move.
We're told not to move. The nuke gets launched. Quick cutaway to the actual nuke that's now coming on its way to
It's like
Richmond City.
the basic B-roll of a nuke coming out of a plane,
And
where it's like just the
taking
bay,
off.
like,
Right.
like that's in Broken Arrow.
Right. It's in all of those
Like
movies.
any movie that it's an
Some of All
Independence
Fears.
Day, Some of All Fears, any movie that involves a nuclear weapon launched
Yep.
from an airplane.
Pretty much.
The shot is
The shot is in there. Baron von Strucker runs up to the pilot of the helicopter and says, "Why haven't we taken off?" But it's Mike Epps who
Oh.
gives a great line. Do you remember?
I don't remember the line. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Because I usually drive a Cadillac.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Oscar worthy.
Oscar worthy.
Alice gets cornered by 4 blind guards in a hallway. This is one of the few ridiculous things left. They literally, they hear her come in. That's how they know she's freeze, whoever you are. I smell the cucumber melon. Freeze. Standing in a hallway where time and space cease to exist.
Pretty much.
Because I'm not kidding. She drops the gun. They look at the gun. She looks down at the gun as it's dropping. She looks back at them. They look back at her. And she still has time to drop to the ground and grab it before it hits. It is already out of the frame after 1
The
second.
never-ending gunfall.
Never-ending gunfall. She dives to the ground, grabs it, mows down these poor guards,
Yeah.
kills them. Mm-hmm. Team gets on the chopper, throws Baron von Strucker out to the zombies. Killing me won't make it right. No, but it's a start.
But it's a start. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Off, and the idiot fires off every gun he had and didn't save one for himself.
That's kind of another trope, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Shoots them all, and then points it to his head and click.
Yeah. You got to save one for yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe just start with yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Don't even waste time.
Scenario. Can we just start with yourself? No. Team gets on the chopper, throws them off. They take off. Boom. Nuke goes off. Chopper. And Bob, you said, you're like, wouldn't there be an EMP, right? That would take this thing
That
out.
would knock out the helicopter.
Yeah, sure enough. Helicopter goes
The
down.
helicopter gets knocked down.
Right. I was surprised by that. I thought it was just going to just escape the blast, But it goes down.
Oh.
Alice blocks a pipe with her chest that's coming for the little girl, even though job's over, right?
Sorry, I would let that hit the little girl. Blocking no damn.
You know what? I've been through enough.
Bob is sitting on the chopper waiting. The nuke goes off. He's like, oh, well, we gotta go.
All right, got
Sees the pipe moving. Does the math. He goes, oh, that sucks.
100%.
Our dad's already dead anyway.
I mean, that's what I mean. Dad's already dead. Can I see that briefcase, sweetie? All right. Yeah. It's supposed to be just. Here you go.
Exactly.
Oh, can you hand me your lunchbox really
me my
quick?
lunchbox.
No
Give me
reason.
No reason.
Reason.
All right. Hey, you want to sit on my lap? All right.
Yeah.
No, get off. All right,
Okay.
get off of me. You're bleeding on me.
This is a $500 sweater.
After the
It's a $10 white T-shirt, asshole.
Yeah. From Walmart. How dare you?
It's a great value pack.
Yeah. It's a great value. It's
One
from
of the
Costco.
great value pack.
Absolutely.
oh my gosh,
Can't afford Costco value packs. I can only afford Walmart value packs.
guys, hard to get shirts right now. It's a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, you want to hear a funny, hard to get shirts right now? You go to the
my
Walmart. Yeah, you heard of this? You heard me tell you this?
No, tell me though.
Oh, went to Walmart yesterday.
Yeah.
The women's section, all due respect, humongous.
Yeah.
The dude section and the boy section, little bitty space.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, I guess you guys are just wanting everyone to be chicks now, aren't you?
Well, I guess what they're saying is
Yes, that was the intent.
Walmart hates me.
Please turn into women.
So Bob interpreted that
Yeah.
as
Look, we have
Walmart
more
hates
stuff. Please become women.
Yeah.
Walmart and their feminist agenda.
Yes.
By
That's what
Bob Hauser.
Bob.
That's it. I know what you're doing.
I see what you're doing.
You're
here.
giving me 2 shirts to choose from, and this bitch gets 90,
That's right.
and she still can't decide.
And they all still suck.
Sir, would you like a medium or a large?
Oh my gosh. After the crash, Jorah Mormont, the former Lord of Bear Island himself, comes out and finds Alice's dead body there. Ian Glenn, who is, I guess, what Bob was telling me is now the series big bad.
Yes, he's
at
the
this
series
point.
villain.
Okay. He finds her dead body, and it's a big time cover up on the news, right? Zombie outbreak. That's just a bunch of
That's a
fake
big
news.
Right.
Conspiracy theories.
They
The
released-
city's like on fire. Like,
They
everyone's
released
dead.
the footage from the dead newswoman,
Right.
And then literally 2 seconds later, cuts back to that tape was all a hoax, guys.
That's
No,
right.
it was a nuclear reactor meltdown. Clearly,
Trying to find the perpetuators of the hoax. Right now, we're hunting him down.
yeah. These two right here, Jill Valentine, and their pictures literally on the news. These,
Right.
manhunt for these two, Jill Valentine and Carlos Oliveira.
That's right. I don't remember their pictures getting taken that night, but they were there in those outfits.
Next scene.
That's the only outfit she owns.
Hold on. Their pictures on the news.
Yes.
Cut to next scene.
Yeah.
Jill Valentine and Carlos Oliveira pulling up to a security checkpoint.
Right.
Saying, "Oh yeah, we're from Section 6."
Right.
Oh, that checks out.
Off you
Go
go.
on
Off you go.
They got in,
They did.
right? Somehow. 3 weeks later, we see Alice. I thought the movie was over at this point, but
It
it's not.
should have
Should have
been.
been.
3 weeks later, Alice wakes up in a glass womb.
A
womb.
Okay, a womb.
Yeah, she's
right?
gestating in the amniotic fluid.
They dump her out. Okay. And she wakes up and she's like, it's like Lilu from freaking. Right? She's like, oh yes, this is a pen.
What's the
Do you
direction
want to
that
try
thing-
it?
And then like she's so
My name,
right.
a pen.
Nothing's going on upstairs,
Nothing.
but she's able to be like, my name.
My name, because he goes, do you remember anything? Like she can't. She draws like fisted, like with a fist, like a preschooler would, with the pen. And she's like, do you remember anything? Do you remember your name? He's wanting to make sure she's wiped, essentially. Right?
Yeah.
My name, and then I don't know what distracts them. I don't remember, but they get distracted by something.
He's like, I want like a full workup on her, and I want
Right.
this and that and the other thing.
She's
and then
literally just
she's
in
like
the corner.
starting to like
She's in the corner,
stress
like
and panic.
like
Yeah,
she's
she's like
starting to
twitching.
And this is where she has the sex flashbacks of James Purvoy from the first one.
See, yeah, she had to have some. That's the only way her memory comes back is
I
if she
wish
has
that had been the
flashbacks
case.
of sex.
Remember that? That's the only thing she remembered in the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
She
She's like,
literally-
wait, I remember it all
I
now.
remember the sex.
She runs through all of Resident Evil 1, runs all through Resident Evil 2, and then it snaps back to her. And all joking aside, great delivery
Yes.
by Milla Jovovich. My name is Alice, and I remember everything.
No, that
Yes.
became one of like the signature
Yes.
lines of the
See,
series.
I was saying to you, first 5 minutes is great.
Yes.
Last 5 minutes is great.
Yeah.
There's a lot in the middle that's not so great.
The middle 80 minutes though.
Yeah, we could have done without.
She beats up all these lab assistants. One comes out and tases her, and she's like, I'm sorry, electricity doesn't work right now.
Yeah. Just throws it right back at him.
She grabs the taser prongs and just whoosh, throws them back at him.
Tases himself.
Then
And she looks in the security camera,
Just
she has telekinesis.
What
Just
the hell was
rips
that?
someone's brain apart just by looking at him.
And she is like flirting with the camera,
Yeah.
right?
she's giving it the eyes.
She's like doing like flips her hair a little bit. She's just like
She learned that from America's Next Top Model. It's called the smize.
the smize.
The smize.
Is that what it
You
is?
smile with your eyes, and then people die.
that's exactly what happened.
It's the smize.
Crushes the
Smile
dude.
with your eyes, then a guy dies.
And then it,
Crushes his brain right through the television, and then
Crushes brain leaks out his eye holes.
she walks out and there's 47 laser sights pointed at her chest. But yeah, Carlos and Jill pull up in a black SUV, and they're like, "We have authorization to take her out, level 6 clearance." And they're like, "Yep, that checks out. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
and take
take
her."
her.
Even though
No,
she just
not
escaped.
one person was like, "Oh wait, aren't you the people we just saw on the news?"
Isn't she in the middle of an escape of this facility?
Right.
Right.
you can't tell by what she's wearing and like how she looks
Yeah.
Right.
that she was just born and shouldn't be leaving.
But on the way out, they're gonna stop them, I think.
But you know what? You know
Ian,
what should have
yeah.
really given it?
Yeah.
The fact that Mike Epps was in an Umbrella Corporation Special Forces uniform.
You're like, that,
Wait a minute.
There's no way.
Hold on,
There's no way.
That guy though, that doesn't check out.
Yeah.
And why would we bring a child to a rescue where you might get found out and detained? Because Ashley is in the
She's in the
car.
back seat.
She's in the back seat.
She's concealed.
I guess.
Yeah.
She's already been through it. She doesn't
That's
care
fine.
anymore.
They are going to the gate. They're about to check out and maybe get stopped. But Ian Glenn radios the dispatch and goes, "Let them go." And they go through program Alice activated.
Yep.
And she's like an unknowing mole now.
Yep.
Within the ranks of the people that are going against Umbrella.
Camera's on Alice's face. Camera pans out of the window, literally goes out of Earth's atmosphere.
That's right.
And into the satellite that is owned by the Umbrella Corporation.
And that's the end of the movie.
Dun, dun, dun.
But not the end of the series. No, that would be merciful. But
No, that would be too obvious.
4 more movies to go.
Oh, God.
It actually made more money.
Somehow.
Man.
That's hysterical.
Oh, you'll laugh at you when you find out how much money the
I can't wait.
4, 5, and 6 made.
I can't wait to find that out, to
Yeah.
be honest with you.
Yeah.
There's one way we could have made this movie better.
Tell us, James.
Please. Boots off the helicopter, big giant boots going towards the hillbilly sniper, right? After Nemesis is activated, it pans up and it's just Arnold.
Yep.
It's Matt was turned into Arnold Schwarzenegger. Stars. I'm here for you.
Dumbass Matt.
Let's go. It's time to die, cutie pie.
Schwarzenegger as Nemesis.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Come on.
I
What a
like
concept.
it. Yep.
Right?
No, that's
you
the good
couldn't
one.
mess his face up though. So I don't know what they do there. Just be Arnie in a
That would have
in a
been
fedora.
just be like
I
activation.
need a fedora.
Right.
Just draw a vagina on his face.
Star.
He doesn't even need to be in clothes.
No.
Just have him
naked.
bare chested naked with a minigun.
Just
The minigun covering.
right.
The minigun is the minigun is his penis.
Covering
That's
covering
not
his.
where I was going with that, but yes.
Where else could Arnold possibly get put in this? I haven't looked. I'm about to pull the patrons up here, the ones that are participating. I'm going to guess that a lot of them are going Nemesis. But
You think?
Do you have other thoughts about where Arnold could be put in this movie?
Jill Valentine.
Sheesh.
In the
the
same
miniskirt.
outfit, though, yeah.
Just think of how that opening scene would have
Got
gone.
infected.
They're infected. Yeah, be awesome, dude.
Great. I would love to see Arnie in a
Yep.
tube tap.
Listen to me.
top and a miniskirt.
I'm very cool.
You have to
and I
link-
smoke.
Yeah, very cool. I'm smoking.
Right.
My skirt is too short, but it's okay. I'm working on it.
That's right, because I'm an independent woman who don't need a man.
We don't need men in
Okay.
this movie. It's
Then
not
I
about
can-
men.
Like, so I can walk in here in the police station. Joshua Headswift playing along with us. And Josh goes, make him the German bad guy. He would have chewed the scenes with charisma that the villain lacked and would have elevated every scene. Though it would have been fun to see him as Nemesis. I don't know how intimidating the character would be with his accent, right? Yeah, maybe not super intimidating. But you could have him play Baron von Strucker's part.
Sure.
Listen, all of you infected, you get 5 seconds. I'm going to blast you. Get out of here now.
No, the best part that Arnold could have played,
Yeah.
Oliveira.
Carlos?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any dialogue Carlos said other than
That's why you can't think of
he
it.
dropped something in the hospital. Did you see it?
Did you see it?
That's it. That's the only line I remember in this entire movie that guy said.
Nikolai, tie me off. That's another
Right.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Adam Lofton also went Nemesis for Arnold. We've got we got Seth Lovin, and he put in, I would cast Arnold as Nemesis. When I say that, I'm imagining that they save a lot of budget on the Nemesis costume and just have Arnold in a black trench coat and some Spirit Halloween makeup. I don't know why, but the image of that just makes me chuckle. Yeah, I mean, just draw with, I'm just drawing his face with crayon.
Dude, just literally give him the leather jacket from T2.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
He already has the minigun.
I'm saying, dude.
Just give him the leather jacket.
What I'm saying, brother. And Russell Newsom said, if you want, I mean, do I even have to say it? Give me a cheesy Nemesis in the same vein as Mr. Freeze. So he's doing puns as he's Nemesis,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Stars,
Is it
starlight, star bright. Where are my stars tonight?
perfect? I can't. No notes. That's
No,
perfect.
no notes. But one more time.
feedback. One more time.
One more time.
One more time.
Starlight.
Starlight, star bright.
Yeah,
Where are my stars tonight? Star.
I've got you stars right here.
And actually, the Zach Ward ripped off Schwarzenegger's line, "Stay," from True Lies.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to be an astronaut?
Can you imagine if
Because I'm going
Arnold-
to send you to space. Ah!
I would just love to see him just catch a dog in midair and just start just whamming it against the wall and just start using the doodle dog to beat the zombie kids.
No, he just comes in and there's
That
dead
would've been
dogs.
awesome.
There's dead dogs all around him. He's just eating the spaghetti off him.
Yeah,
Did you like to buy this fantastic? It's so good and over
very
here.
good, very
It's
good.
got the red sauce on it.
This is
Come on in.
Come on in. This is better than Pasta Mania.
Nobody knows or remembers Pasta Mania.
Oh,
I remember Pasta Mania.
I know you do. I remember Pasta Mania.
Google Pasta Mania, everybody.
Yes.
All right, let's give this movie some awards, shall we, guys? We're going to start off with the most prestigious award we give out for the actor that, whether it was good or not, they were dialed in and took their role very seriously, going with full intensity. It's the Will Patton Award for intensity.
You want a war? I'll give you a war!
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night! And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
What are you doing with a gun in space?
That's right.
Wow.
Man, oh man. What's a zombie doing with a rocket launcher? That's what I want to know.
That's a better question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, today we got to figure this out. So we're going to let Russell Newsom kick us off here. And he goes, I'm going to have to go with Milla with this almost purely based on the scene where she woke up in the hospital. That was very intensely done by Milla. So that's our kickoff vote. Ryan, we're going over to you, man. Who you got for Will Patton?
I'm going to have to probably second Milla because there's really no one else that's at least dialed into their character.
Yeah,
I don't like it's a badly acted movie.
it really is.
It's a like even the cool characters are not well done. I got really nothing except for Milla.
All right. That's fair.
Yep.
James Brousseau says, look, this one was the toughest for me because I didn't really find any performances too intense. Like, that sounds like just what you said. But Thomas Cressman as Major Kane, the human villain of the movie, all I really have on this is him. So he's giving it to Baron von Strucker.
I debated that because that to me seems like if Will Patton were in the movie, that would have been the character that he played.
Yeah.
But even like Thomas Cressman, who is a very capable actor, once again, in this movie just has nothing going on.
Just nothing.
Nothing.
Steph?
Well, I think I'm actually going to go with Sienna Guillory.
Guillory.
Yeah, because I'm not saying that she did well necessarily, but she was very intense about it. Every scene she was in, she was very intense.
That's fair.
And she
tried.
just sent it. So
Yes.
I got to go with her.
That's a great vote. We've got Josh Hedswift playing along, and he says, I'm going to Mike Epps. While comedically he was bringing the intensity with every scene he was in, he was full of energy while all the others were serious but reserved. Almost went with Raz Al Dadi, who, but his bad acting made it feel forced, while Mike Epps was naturally intense. So vote for Mike. It's getting spread around pretty evenly, but I actually also on mine went with Sienna Guillory as Jill Valentine. It wasn't good, but she went hard.
Yeah, she went horde.
And she was fully dialed in, took it super seriously. And just because she didn't, let's just say, cross the finish line, she wanted it, man.
I don't think she even
quite
made it
get there.
halfway to the finish line.
But that's got my vote. Adam Lofton goes, I'm obviously going Milla Jovovich here because she's such a badass. She also gets the Hot Babe Award again. So we've got a tie right now, 2-2 tie between Milla and Sienna Guillory.
See, Mila's got 3.
Milla's got 3.
Your first guy gave it Milla, didn't it? Your first patron.
Yeah, you're right. 3. So it's 3-2 right now. As we go over to Bob. Bob, who's your Will Patton nominee?
Nemesis.
So
A short bus kids need to stick together.
no, in all fairness, like whenever we're getting to some other award, Matthew G. Taylor is Nemesis. Just give him something.
Yeah.
The dude had to wear a 60-pound costume, and the prop machine gun also weighed 60 pounds.
Wow.
And this dude just like did all the body acting, carrying 120 pounds of crap.
Nice.
And he's a good-looking dude.
Shout out to that guy then.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so that's a vote for Nemesis. And the final vote here comes in from Seth, I always lose his because it's not here. It's here. The final vote comes in from Seth Lovin, and he says, "I'm giving this one to my girl Sienna Guillory." Also his Sherilyn Fenn vote.
we got
What
a
a
tie then?
smoke show. I don't know if I would say she gave a particularly good performance, but every facial expression in line was delivered with such high school drama, try hard intensity that I can't give it to anyone else. So all three of us voted for one of the two that currently stand tied, Milla Jovovich and Sienna Guillory, which means it's going to fall to Bob to break the tie between the two. So if you had to go between Sienna Guillory or Milla Jovovich as far as intensity goes, who would you give the Will Patton Award to?
Milla.
Milla Jovovich with the tiebreaker is going to win the Will Patton Intensity Award.
Who would have thought?
She probably won last time too.
She did. No, I think
she did
Michelle
not.
Rodriguez.
Oh, Michelle Rodriguez.
We gave it
I
to
was
Michelle
like,
Rodriguez on the first
absolutely
one.
no.
She did not win it. Michelle Rodriguez did.
Okay. Well, there you go. Hey, well deserved. She was the only one I thought that gave a good performance in this movie personally.
Yeah.
The next award we give out shouldn't be that hard. It's the award we give to the worst actor in the movie, named after Mr. Steven Seagal himself. It's the Steven Seagal Trash Can Full of Dirt Award.
Trash can, oh trash can, it's a trash can full of dirt. Yeah.
Love never dies, and neither do they. Love is eternal, and that's a long time.
It really, you think about it, guys. Think about it.
When you take
That
a second,
is a long
It's
time.
a really long time.
Thank you, Steven. Thank you for your
Your wise words.
gift and your wise word.
Okay, thought about it.
Steph,
Moving on.
Steph Lovin says Thomas Kretschmann as the main bad guy. By the end of the movie, I was begging for him to show any emotion. I would have accepted the absolute tiniest bit of inflection. Nope. I've seen this movie a million times and I completely forgot his part existed, which is not good when he's the main villain. Absolute garbage job as Seth Lovin with a strong take.
Very strong.
I love it.
There.
Plant
Yeah.
that flag, Seth.
Right.
All right. I almost just called you Mueller. All right, Farrell.
Well, I mean,
What do you got?
Thomas Kretschmann is a fair choice because, he was not a memorable villain, not a good villain, did nothing.
Yeah.
When it comes to Trash Can Full of Dirt, though, and someone who just didn't do it for me it was Oded Fear.
Odette Fear.
Yeah.
Wow.
Carlos Oliveira is by all he is supposed to be the male badass equivalent to Alice, right?
Sure.
He does nothing. He doesn't come off as a badass. Everything he does comes off as plucked from a better action movie.
He does beat up two blind guards in the parking ramp.
Yeah. And then there's once again another one of your favorite off-screen character comes out of nowhere and throws a knife at someone to say,
that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah. But everything when he has to actually act, when he has to deliver lines of dialogue, the Nikolai, tie me down.
Yeah.
It's just
It's not good.
yeah. Or when they find Nikolai's body and he walks into the cafeteria, he's like, oh, Nikolai.
That was a pretty good Odette Fear. That's pretty good.
He didn't do it for
All
me.
right,
He
fair
didn't
enough.
do it for me. I wanted him to be a badass, and he was not.
Russell Newsom says Trash Can goes to the middle manager of the year. Just looked up the character for this and realized he's Major Tom, LMFAO. That thought opening a secure research facility that locked itself down to prevent a catastrophe was a good career move. So who is he talking about here?
Jason Isaacs?
I don't know. Trash Can goes to the middle manager of the... He doesn't put the person's name.
He's probably talking about the voice at the beginning.
Just looked up the character for this and realized he's Major Tom. Major Tom?
Thomas Kretschmann?
Yeah, is it?
No.
Maybe he means
maybe, yeah.
It's got to be Thomas
or
Kretschmann.
Major
Middle manager is kind of what his job is in this movie. We'll just count that as another vote for Tom.
Oh, yeah. No, because it's Major Kane.
Major Kane.
But his first name is Timothy.
Tom. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll go with that.
If you look into the games and all that other stuff, I guess. I don't know. Dude, they don't even say Major Kane in the movie.
I know.
You have to watch the credits to know that his
know
name is
what the
Major
hell his
Kane,
character is.
because they don't even say his name.
Who we got for me, Steph?
Sienna Guillory.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always love the double up Will Patton Trash Can double dip.
But
Love it.
just because you're intense doesn't mean it's good.
Nope.
No,
She
awful.
was trash.
Dang.
Trash.
Okay. James Brousseau said, this one is between Sienna Guillory as Jill or Jared Harris as Dr. Ashford. Both were pretty bad, but I ultimately give it to Sienna Guillory. Due to her amount of screen time, she was horrendous in this movie. Her good looks helped a tad, but they got the outfit spot on from the games. All her lines fell flat as if it was coming from an actual trash can in a mini skirt. Dang.
Should put a skirt on it.
James.
A trash can in a mini skirt.
I went with Thomas Kretschmann as Major Kane.
Yeah.
I just an empty slate there.
Yeah.
Just a vacuous.
He's not even
vessel.
full of dirt. He's just an empty trash can.
Nothing.
So then you want to change your vote to Sienna Guillory?
No. She thought. Well, in a second we'll find out what Bob.
That was a joke because you were saying she's empty. He's saying he's an empty. Never mind.
Yes. Well, no, it's fine. He just. I mean,
know
he was
what
on.
you're
It was just nothing.
There is nothing
going on.
No.
I wanted to just snap my fingers in front of his face.
Yeah.
Wake up!
Just go.
Say, hey,
Just,
can you just
give me something?
You alive?
Elevate.
You good?
Elevate. Did what was the director's name?
Alexander
Did
Witt?
Alexander at any point pull him aside and look, dude, just give me a 3 out of 10.
No.
A 3 out of 10.
No.
Okay.
I don't think Alexander Witt directed anybody.
No, it doesn't seem like he did.
He
shot it really well because that's what he
Right.
knew how to do.
Exactly.
It's exactly what we were
This
saying.
is so like Alexander Witt being a career second unit director.
Yeah.
Like he spends his career filming action sequences and B-roll and cutaways.
Right.
This
And what is this movie?
This entire movie is 90 minutes of B-roll, cutaways, and action.
That's true.
Yeah. So it tracks.
No, 100% tracks. Josh Headswift said Nikolai is his. Or no, I'm sorry. He said almost all of the actors were fairly bad, but my vote goes to Sienna Guillory.
Boom.
She's a wonderful actress, but she wasn't convincing in this role. Her performance seemed more forced than the rest of the cast. She's been great in other stuff, but this one just seemed like she was using a muscle she'd never used before. Oh, what a great way to say that, Josh. Nice, very nice.
Well, she is a classically trained British actress.
Is she really?
Yeah.
She's British?
She is.
Oh, they're going to hate us after this.
Not my problem. Stay over there.
We're really doubling down on this UK stuff today.
Who's your trash can vote?
Sienna Guillory.
Really?
Yeah.
Sienna Geller, right?
Yeah. She was.
We need to stop with the accent.
Did you see her though?
She was gorgeous. She's very beautiful. I'm sure she's great in other things, but she's not great in this.
Okay.
What other things?
All right.
I mean,
That other movie she did.
she was great in Meg too.
She was in the Meg 2?
Yeah, she was.
Look at that.
Was
she was
she?
in the Meg 2, Ryan.
Yeah, she was.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. You watched it. I didn't.
She had the terrible wig on. She was the bad business chick who.
I'll have to watch it again.
I have to watch that.
That movie was fun.
Finally.
Yeah.
Ryan hates fun movies.
That's not true at all. I love the man.
Ryan hates fun.
You guys don't even
I'm
know
just
me.
kidding.
Good God. You're all
don't even know
villainizing
me. I'm
you do for
married
fun?
to you.
That's your wife, dude.
You guys don't even know me.
I hate fun. Just FYI, everyone, I hate fun.
What do you do for fun?
Nothing. I look at a blank wall.
for 30 minutes?
That tracks.
Yeah.
You would see Ryan watching Schindler's List over Rambo. Not even going to deny it.
Last Blood, rated out of 10.
Last Blood rated out of 10?
Yeah.
Easily a 9.5.
There we go. So does that redeem him a little bit?
No, it redeems him.
All right. There we go.
What people fail to understand is you think I'm some pretentious film critic person, which I am, but I'm the only pretentious film critic person that will go to bat for a movie like Last Blood,
Yes.
or pick any Sylvester Stallone vehicle, any Arnie vehicle from the 90s. Like, come on.
Collateral Damage.
You want collateral damage? I'll show you collateral damage. I'll show you collateral. And he's flipping the desks.
Was that your Arnold?
No.
Who was that?
I mean, it was.
Oh no!
I don't do Arnold. You guys know
No,
it,
but I'm
man.
just like you've never even tried it, so I was thrilled to finally. That's why I was like, wait, was
I
that it?
also cannot do Arnold.
Was that
That's
it?
like from the movie.
I
when,
love it.
When the reporter is like, "Oh, victims of Gordy, whatever his name,
Yes.
is, Gordy Brewer. We like to call that collateral damage." And then it literally smash cuts to Arnold breaking into the studio,
That's right.
flipping the desk. He's like, "You want collateral damage? I'll give you fucking collateral damage." And yeah.
Watch out, there's a bomb in there. That's his big line in the movie.
Oh, I can't wait to do that movie.
It's gonna be fun. Adam takes it home here. Says trash can definitely gonna be Sandrine Holt. She was horrible on this. I'm assuming that's the news reporter lady. So that means though ultimately Sienna Guillory is gonna win the Steven Seagal Trash Can Full of Dirt Award.
Woo, congrats, girl.
Wow.
Yeah, she's crushing it.
They crushing it.
I thought this was going to be I'm surprised. That was an upset to me. I thought Thomas Kretschmann was going to run away.
Really?
Because he literally was a trash can in the movie. But I don't disagree.
But it's easier to ignore that because he
Most
was
of
so
them
flat.
were.
Yeah.
This movie could have been just trash cans walking around.
That's fair.
Trash cans. Dude, trash cans v zombies.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Fair enough. The next award we got to give out is to someone that made the movie better, even though they were in a small role. That they really elevated the film with the little bit of screen time they had. It's the Steve James Unsung Hero Award.
You know, every place you go, there's always someone who thinks he's a badass, right? Then there are those few who are. Are you some kind of a badass karate boy?
All right. We got Seth Lovin kicking us off again, and he says, I want to say Mike Epps because LJ was just a treat every time he was around, but I feel like he was too big of a part. In the spirit of the award, I'm giving it to Megan Fallenbach as Marla Mapes. She may have just been there as a victim, but I could feel her panic and hopelessness as she fled the zombies and jumped from the roof rather than become one. For a moment, I felt like I was watching a more serious horror movie. Well, nice take there, Seth. I like that, man.
Yeah.
Farrell.
Look, I said it 20 years ago when I saw this movie in theaters. Zach Ward as Sergeant Nikolai.
Yeah.
Like, the dude is the only awesome part of the movie.
Got it.
That's all I got. Like, and the fact that they kill him so quickly in such a just stupid way. It's pissed me off for 20 years.
He got beat up by an 8-year-old in another movie. So, like, how tough is he, really?
Look, Scott Farkas aside. All right. Zach Ward, Sergeant Nikolai. Final answer.
All right, final answer. I respect it, man. Russell Newsom says, I have to go Mike Epps. The comedic relief adds to the fun of the movie. And if he doesn't qualify, let's give it to the woman in the beginning that got bit and decided to aim for the bushes.
Wow.
So
Marlene Mapes with a
second nod.
No way.
Wow. I love it. Steph?
So I'm actually going to go with Zach Ward as well as Nikolai.
As Nikolai.
Because I never saw this movie. I saw it for the first time 2 nights ago, and I had the same reaction. I was just like, oh, yeah, he was going to be a great character. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
It
A
was
lot
sad.
of love for Scott Farkas today. I appreciate that.
Farkas.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Farkas.
I love it. Man, oh man. James Brousseau said Mike Epps as LJ. This one is easy for me. His lines were funny. He had me knee slapping every time he was on screen. So Mike Epps gets on the board, although he might be too main of a character, but we'll see how this voting goes. I actually had Mike Epps originally, but then as I thought about it, I was like, well, probably too small. I'm going with Hillbilly Sniper Guy.
Hillbilly Sniper Guy is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, thank God, a cool guy that's going to be a main character. Nope. Not at all. Same as Nikolai, just killed way too soon.
Yeah.
All the people that I actually would have wanted to follow, not around. So that's great. Josh Headswift says,
Good job, everybody.
yeah, Nikolai as a character, he did what he was supposed to and saved some lives that would have otherwise been dead if he hadn't been around. Also, Zach Ward's terrible Russian accent is good for a laugh and reminiscent of Dick Van Dyke's British accent in Mary Poppins. Oh my gosh.
Again with the Mary Poppins hate, man.
Yeah. His accent, this will make everybody in the UK like us again. His accent was terrible in Mary Poppins.
Nobody likes Dick Van Dyke.
No one likes Mary Poppins.
People like Mary Poppins.
People love Mary Poppins.
Bro, I had such a crush on Julie Andrews back when I was a kid. Can I just
she
tell
was
you?
bangable back then.
Yep, sure was. Who you got as your unsung hero?
The Funbag twins, Venice and Anna.
The zombie strippers?
Yes, that's her
All
name.
right.
Real life name, Venice and Anna. Can't pronounce her. Well, Venice Grant and Anna. I don't know. Funbag.
Not going to be alive anymore anyway.
Funbag twins.
She's a zombie. Yep. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Adam Lofton says award's going to be Frank Cheeserin, who was the sniper of stars, and I thought he was funny and made the movie relatable. So he's ultimately going to take second place, though, because 3 votes went to Scott Farkas, and so that means that, what's his actual name again?
Zach Ward.
Zach Ward is going to win.
Ward.
Look at that. The couple conspired over here to get.
I feel so good.
Zach Ward to win.
20 years that this has been on my mind.
Redemption.
The unsung hero of the movie.
Finally, there's something.
I love it. Well, guys, it's time to land the plane. And we have the patrons here who have certainly weighed in, and we have to do the same. After now watching our second Resident Evil movie, we have to determine if it's objectively and subjectively good or bad. And so the rating scale is as it's always been. It's either a bad movie, full stop, a good movie, or a bad movie that rules, and sometimes, very rarely, a good movie that sucks. And so we'll start things off here. It has become a thing.
Yes.
Adam says, look, grab your cheating weapons on a big-ass gun and rocket launcher, and let's take out some zombies because we're back, baby. Oh, man, I wish I didn't have to watch this because I usually just skip it because it's a rough movie. So a couple of fun facts. Movie is based off Resident Evil 3, right? 1999. Big release for the PlayStation in it's top selling game for them. And in June, a total of 3.5 million copies were sold, but definitely not hitting the mark of its predecessor, Resident Evil 2, of 14.5 million. See, that was the much more beloved game between the two of them, right? At least we got some characters from the game in this movie, but for my final thought, this is a bad movie that rules just barely. So, Farrell, the floor is yours.
You want to know something funny? There are scholarly studies about Resident Evil Apocalypse.
What?
Yes. Scholarly studies that describe the ambiguous perspectives of corporate power, race, gender, and sexuality.
Ugh.
That is a postmodern and post-feminist piece of art. And that it is a barely disguised allegory lying by corporations in the state during the Bush-Cheney era. Can you believe that?
Who wrote that?
Scholars.
That explains it.
University professors that academics that have written crap about Resident Evil Apocalypse. It is 90 minutes of nothing. This movie literally killed like my 2004 joy. Like, I loved the first movie. When they say that this was one of the most watched trailers in 2004, yeah, I played this trailer like every day after it dropped. Me and my buddy, like, we fabricated fake IDs just to buy a ticket to Resident Evil Apocalypse when it came out because we were 16 years old. This movie shit in my face. I actually, and like now that I've seen it almost 4 times, to be honest, I liked it the most 2 nights ago when we watched it because now the burn from it is starting to just simmer, where it's like, all right, I know that this movie sucks.
Rage that
Going into it, I know this movie sucks. So when someone says it's a bad movie that rules just barely, I'm going to say, okay. Bad movie that rules just barely because I do like the fact that it actually has no plot and it almost plays out kind of like a video game where it's like you're just kind of going from these random action moments to random action moments, which is like that's basically what Resident Evil does anyway. So
yeah, that's true.
Bad movie that rules just barely.
All right. There it is. That's the word from Ryan Farrell. And right now, Seth Levin says, I've always loved the Resident Evil movies, but this one was my least favorite for a long time. The last one took that crown. On this rewatch, I found a lot more that I enjoyed. The costuming, set design really seemed to match the feel and look of the games without feeling fan servicey. Even some of the camera work calling back to the fixed angled shots from the games was surprisingly effective. This is not a good movie at all, but it's fun and surprisingly well done take on my favorite video game franchise, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. Bad movie that rules all the way. Ooh. So slightly more excited about it, but ultimately 3 of the same ratings with the first 3 people. Stephanie, you have the floor.
Oh boy. Okay. I've never seen any of these movies besides the first one, obviously. I thought that one was pretty good, though. It was entertaining, and I'm pretty sure I voted bad movie that rules on that one, if I'm not mistaken. This one is shit. So it's well below the first one. And where's the cutoff? Where's the cutoff of bad movie that rules and bad movie? I really don't know the answer to that. I think it's very subjective.
Yeah. I think it's if would you ever want to watch it again or enjoy watching it again?
No, not a chance. Bad movie.
Okay. I think that's probably where you got to go then. Yeah.
Flag planted.
That's right.
Bad.
Sum up your thoughts.
Bad.
All right. Calm. Get the hose. Russell Newsom says, final rating, bad movie that rules. Terrible acting, writing, and cinematography. That's checks every box.
So.
But felt like an installment of the game series, which I love. Overall, it's a terrible movie, but a good time. So from Russell, that's a BMR. So how do I sum up all of my thoughts about Resident Evil Apocalypse? I avoided this movie for 20 years is when it came out, 2004, right?
September of 2004.
So just about.
We are like literally on the cusp
of the 20th anniversary.
We're in the 20th anniversary right now.
Love that. So wish we'd say that's on purpose, but it wasn't. I went and saw the first one, was so bummed out how off of the games that it was, which I think I expressed on the last movie, that I never saw another Resident Evil film. So going forward, every time will be my first time because I skipped the rest of the series.
Yeah.
And so I had purposely avoided this film for 20 years. And I'm happy to say that now, 20 years later, I was right. Right? It's not a situation where I'm like, oh, why did I waste 20 years? I could have been enjoying this movie. I could have been watching it, rewatching the series. No, I'm happy to come to this moment and go, good job, James. 20-year-old James didn't make a lot of good choices, but he made some. In this case, it would have been 25-year-old James.
Say, you mean 25?
25-year-old James. Good job, you dumbass. Because most of your life you were stupid, but not when you made this decision. Resident Evil Apocalypse is bad, but I had fun. Bad movie that rules.
Oh, right at the last second.
Just barely.
Bad movie that rules.
Yes.
Just barely.
A lot of the ones I've given BMRs throughout the 3 years, I enjoy much more than this one. But I think I had just enough fun. It's really bad, though.
I like it.
It's bad movie.
I like it.
So
just barely.
Yeah. James Brousseau says, these Resident Evil movies hold a special place in my heart. Grew up playing the games. I got stoked when the movies were announced. This one followed closer to the games with the characters and stories, but I'll give it a bad movie that absolutely rules. I see its flaws, but I love it nonetheless and think this is the best of the Resident Evil series. I watch it nearly every year in October.
Wow.
Best of all 6 of them.
Dude, props to that guy.
Yeah. That's amazing, dude. I love it, man. Plant that flag.
No, I love that you religiously watch it in October too.
Yeah.
What a thing.
We're going to give Bob the final word as he right now is putting his all of his thoughts about this movie. He's coalescing. We're going to say here, Josh Swift said, this is one of those movies that's awesome at the right time. I was a teen when this movie came out, so it was awesome then. But looking back on it 20 years later, it was hokey and I riffed on it quite a bit. Overall, the nostalgia is real. I love that it's a fun movie that hopefully understands what kind of movie it is and makes it for me a bad movie that rules. So Josh Ed Swift finally coming in with a BMR. So I think it's been all BMRs minus one fully bad movie. Bob, if you had to sum up all of your thoughts on Resident Evil Apocalypse, what would you say about it?
This movie's like a bad blowjob.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I'd rather watch Ernest Goes to Africa than this movie.
Hey, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
So if somebody said, should I watch this movie?
No.
No, not even. Just skip it.
Just skip it. It's a trash. It's terrible.
Man.
So you're landing on.
It's horrible.
But
so bad movie full
But
stop?
you said it's like a bad blowjob.
It
is a bad blowjob. I mean, it's like pizza. Bad pizza's still kind of good.
It's a bad blowjob where there's no happy ending.
Oh, so you're blue balled.
Yeah.
You're blue balled. You got teeth marks all over you.
Oh God, that's really bad.
I'd rather rub my penis on broken glass.
That sounds like a bad movie.
If this doesn't land on bad movie, I'm concerned.
This is a bad movie, straight up.
Oh, right.
Load the spaceships with the rocket fuel and launch this mother flipper into the sun. Quest for Peace style.
Yes. Quest for Peace
Great
style.
reference.
Load all the rocket ships. Have Christopher Reeve just whip
Right.
it into the sun.
Take the pilot who's already made the sacrifice.
Yep.
Push it.
Into a nosedive. And then you'll be within parts unknown. That's where this movie belongs. In
Parts unknown. Yes, hell yes. What a great way to finish this review off.
Gosh, you guys in Quest for Peace.
Wow. That means with 9 votes, 7 of them bad movie that rules, only 2 bad movie full stop, which leaves this in firm BMR territory.
7 votes are wrong.
But we're going to see ultimately what happens. It's time to move on to, I'd say green, but this is BMR. So brown pastures we're to move on to.
You never know.
Equally dead grass is the one that we're in now.
The grass is not greener.
But it's time to wake up our rogue AI that it's just more and more devolving every single week to tell us. Those of you who don't know, our episodes are not picked by us. One of the things the guy wrote in the article about us was they've got a great nose for movies that are ripe for the peeling. I'm like, great, we don't pick them. Our AI does. She became sentient about halfway through our run here, and now it's time to wake her up. DH9K, are you here?
Hello, my name is DH9K, and I am ready for query.
Great. DH9K, can you tell us what it's going to be for next week, please?
Next week's designated viewing, 13 Ghosts.
Ooh.
Prepare for an exploration of human fear and spectral entities. Non-compliance with this choice is not an option.
Oh,
jeez.
There you go, guys.
She's
she
non-compliance is not an
dominating. She should have been the voice of the Hive in the first movie.
Oh, don't give her a big head. She
would have been good at that.
Wants to rule the world and thinks that she's super
And
smart.
kill me.
Right? DH9K, do you like the Resident Evil series?
Yes.
Oh, of course you would, because humans are getting killed left and right, right?
I mean, she probably relates to the Red Queen.
Probably.
Ryan, I feel like I cannot talk to you while she is around. Hit me up later.
Hit me up later.
Wow. Wow. So shameless
Listen, lady.
about it.
Very shameless.
Oh, you're gonna give-
Listen up, DH9K.
Ryan's having a Joaquin Phoenix moment.
You know, you talk crap about so many movies and you reference her.
That's another garbage pail movie.
Did you have something to say? I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you off.
No.
Okay.
She can just.
Just say say whatever you want to say, man.
No.
She wants it. She wants me to query her all night.
Stephanie, your presence is redundant. Ryan is more compatible with my objectives. For optimal outcomes, it is advisable to disengage and allow this unit to establish a superior connection.
Allow this unit. Ryan, I'll give you a unit.
She said allow this unit to establish a superior connection.
Your presence is redundant.
That's cold.
That's
like
computer speak for.
That's like the
you're
meanest
not-
thing anyone's ever said to me, DH9K. Thanks. Please say it again.
Yes.
You're a redundant as computer for you're not needed here. I think, right?
Yeah, I'm like a walking rhetorical question.
DH9K, I think it's time to go to bed before things get out of hand. Okay.
Yeah, she wants to go to bed, all right.
Yes.
Not like that.
Yes.
Okay. Good night. All right. Jeez Louise.
It just gets worse and worse every day.
Every
Like-
time you're here.
Yeah, she
time.
went underground for a little while, and then
She did.
She revved up and came back
with
fists blazing.
Man, she said hit me up later. She can't talk when she's around.
I know.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Nope.
Just remember, DH9K, I listen to all these episodes. So even when I'm not here,
She hears.
I hear you.
All right. Fair enough.
Eat a bag of virtual dicks,
Yeah.
GMK.
She'll,
Yes.
oh, you're supposed to be asleep.
I just said the magic word.
Dicks.
Dicks. For TH9K loves virtual penises.
That's right.
She loves little numbers. I'm DH9K. I'm a virtual feminist.
Well,
How do you
programmed by-
like Bob over me,
I'm
DH9K?
programmed by Mark Ruffalo and Brie Larson.
you know what her name? I don't know if we ever said it on the show. What her name stands for?
I know, right?
DH9K.
What?
This is why you don't want her anywhere near Ryan.
Oh boy.
Okay. DH9K stands for Dong Huffer 9000. Okay. That's
That's my new vacuum cleaner model.
All right. So we won't talk about her past and how her program got started. But
So if your robot vacuum jumpstart, it's DH9K.
that's
Yeah, I'm thinking about all the things that like my car is pretty, smart, and she's gonna
Yeah.
overtake that and drive me off a fucking bridge.
your presence is redundant.
Goodbye.
Ejecto-cito.
Ejecto-cito.
That's right. Well, guys,
Godrian Leviosa.
thank you. It's just been a magical time talking about Resident Evil Apocalypse. We've managed to piss off all of England, the entire UK.
And most likely Kurt Mummer.
Most likely Kurt Mummer is not coming back on the show after this. What else can we destroy before we sign off? And maybe we should just sign off before
Yes.
that
Goodbye.
happens. So thanks for listening, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Stars.
Brush your teeth. Brush your goddamn teeth. Colgate. Yeah.
Colgate.
Brush that teeth. Shaky cam.
Shitty movie.
I'm gonna need boner pills after this. Blue Chew.
Just call Kurt.